की माता जी से मिलकर उनका हालचाल जाना है और ऋषभ से वो मिले। हम उनको यहाँ पर हंसाने आए, हमने उनके लिए यहाँ पर प्रार्थना की है और वो उनको हमने हंसाया भी। तो अनिल कपूर और अनुपम खेर इस वक्त देहरादून के मैक्स अस्पताल में ही मौजूद हैं और उन्होंने उनसे मुलाकात की। जानकारी यही भी है कि ऋषभ की जो छोटी जो बहन है वो भी यहाँ अस्पताल पहुंच चुकी है और वो इस वक्त अपने भाई के पास है। अब तक की जो जानकारी है, डॉक्टर का यही कहना है कि ऋषभ पंत की जो स्थिति है वो स्थिर है और घबराने की कोई बात नहीं है और जल्द ही वो खेल के मैदान में आने वाले समय में आपको खेलते हुए नजर आएंगे। लेकिन जो पूरे आधिकारिक बयान है, जो मेडिकल की जो पूरी रिपोर्ट्स है, वो डॉक्टर्स या फिर बीसीसीआई को वहां पर अवेलेबल करा रहे हैं और बीसीसीआई ही पूरी रिपोर्ट यहाँ पर जो मेडिकल रिपोर्ट है वो क्रिकेटर ऋषभ पंत की बताते हुए कुछ समय बाद नजर यहाँ पर आएगी।
जी हमें ये भी सुनाई दे रहा है कि उनको एयरलिफ्ट किया जा सकता है प्लास्टिक सर्जरी के लिए दिल्ली। ये डिसीजन किस पे डिपेंडेंट है? क्योंकि हमें सुनाई क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन है आपके पास?
देखिए, भारतीय क्रिकेट चमकता सितारा है ऋषभ पंत और निश्चित तौर से उनके करियर का सवाल है। यहाँ पर डॉक्टर्स की टीम, हालांकि 5 डॉक्टरों की टीम बेहतर उनका इलाज कर रही है। मुख्यमंत्री पुष्कर सिंह धामी लगातार उनके दिशा निर्देश पर वो अस्पताल के लोगों से, डॉक्टरों से, पैनल से उनकी बातचीत कर रहे हैं। लेकिन बीसीसीआई ने पूरे मामले को अपने हाथ में यहाँ पर लिया है और बीसीसीआई खुद इस पूरे केस को यहाँ पर खुद देख रही है। हो सकता है कि बीसीसीआई की टीम यहाँ पर आकर खुद यहाँ देहरादून यहाँ पर पहुंचे, उसके बाद कोई निर्णय ले कि हाँ और बेहतर इलाज के लिए ऋषभ पंत को दिल्ली या फिर मुंबई के किसी बड़े अस्पताल में ले जाया जा सकता है या उन्हें शिफ्ट किया जा सकता है। लेकिन ये जो बात है वो ये जो यहाँ की जो पूरी मेडिकल रिपोर्ट है, इसका निर्णय शायद बीसीसीआई यहाँ पर ले चुकी है या लेने वाली होगी या उनके निर्णय पर ही फोकस करता है। लेकिन अभी तक इस प्रकार की कोई जानकारी नहीं है कि ऋषभ को यहाँ से ले जाया जा सकता है। लेकिन हाँ, सूत्र ये बताते हैं कि ले जाने की संभावना है, लेकिन कब ले जाया जा सकता है, दिन में ले जा सकता है, दोपहर ले जाया जा सकता है या कल तक ले जाया जा सकता है, इसकी अभी तक कोई पुख्ता जानकारी नहीं है।
Right. Many thanks, Ratan Negi. You keep your eyes on that story. Many thanks for joining us there. As Ratan Negi, our correspondent, my colleague, tells us from Dehradun that, well, Rishabh Pant stable as of now. Viewers, you're aware that he crashed his car onto a divider in his hometown, Roorkee, as he was on his way to pay a surprise visit, it appears. He also said that in his statement, he had also said that he had perhaps dozed off at the wheel and that is how he crashed his Mercedes. And his condition is stable except for bruises and abrasions, but well, there is talk that the decision now will be up to the BCCI and the doctors present there at Max Hospital in Dehradun. We'll come to know in a few hours because the team of the DDCA is already on its way. Let's listen in to what eyewitnesses had to say about the incident.
था उसको जैसे हमने गाड़ी से बाहर निकाल के वो डिवाइडर पे लेटाया ना, तो उसकी पिच बैक साइड में चोटें ज़्यादा थी, हमने उसको छाती के बल लेटा दिया था। तब तक ये पोल उठाने चला गया। मैं बोला भाई एक्सीडेंट और भी होंगे, यहाँ पे सर्दी का मौसम है, ज़्यादा एक्सीडेंट होंगे। तो मैंने बोला इसको भाई तू वहाँ जा, मैं हूँ इसके पास में। तो वो खुद ही पूरा चेहरा उसका ब्लड में सना हुआ था। मैंने उसको पूछा भाई कौन है तू, कहाँ से है? तो वो बोला मैं ऋषभ पंत हूँ। कौन ऋषभ पंत? तो वो बोला मैं भारतीय क्रिकेटर, इंडियन टीम का क्रिकेटर ऋषभ पंत हूँ। तभी मैंने दूसरी सवारी से चद्दर लेके उसको उठाई, उसको मैंने उठाना चाहा, तब तक ये भी आ गया, वो मेरे से उठा नहीं। मैंने 2 सवारियों की और सुशील की मदद लेके उसको उठाया, जो उसका पैर टूटा हुआ था। वो बोला मेरा पैर टूट गया भाई। हमने उसको दिल्ली वाली साइड, जो दिल्ली से रुड़की सड़क जाती है, उसके डिवाइडर पर बैठा दिया और वहाँ एक सवारी को खड़ा कर दिया, भाई इधर कोई गाड़ी ना आए, आप आ देते रहना, भाई यहाँ कोई बैठा है। तो वो बोला भाई मेरे को पानी पिला दो। मैंने बोला भाई अभी गर्म खून है, पानी मत पी दूँ। तो माना नहीं वो। फिर मैंने सुशील को बोला भाई सुशील किसी सवारी से पानी लेके आ। तब तक सुशील पानी लेके आया। तब तक उसने अपनी मम्मी का नंबर बताया, मेरा नंबर तो था एम्बुलेंस पे बिजी। मैंने किसी सवारी को बोला भाई आप इसका फ़ोन नंबर मिलाओ और उससे घर कॉल करो। तो उसकी मम्मी का नंबर आया स्विच ऑफ है। तो वो बोला मम्मी सॉरी होगी भाई। तब तक एम्बुलेंस आ जाती है। तो उसके कुछ पैसे थे, थोड़े बहुत 5-7 हज़ार रुपये थे, वो एक सवारी ने इकट्ठे किए थे। वो सवारी से मैंने उसको दिलवा दिए और पूरा सामान इकट्ठा करवा के एम्बुलेंस में रखवा के और उसको मतलब एम्बुलेंस वालों को बोल के भाई किसी अच्छे हॉस्पिटल में लेके जाना, ऐसे ऐसे एक क्रिकेटर है। तो वहाँ से हम अपने गंतव्य स्थान की ओर बढ़ गए थे।
तो मैंने देखा दिल्ली साइड से मेरे साथ में मेरा कनेक्टर परमजीत बैठा हुआ था। मखा परमजीत एक्सीडेंट होगा, क्योंकि मैंने उसको वहाँ पर लिया था दूर से ही, वो गाड़ी की लाइटों के हिसाब से मखा एक्सीडेंट होगा। ये भी इसने भी कहा कि भाई एक्सीडेंट होगा। हमें नहीं पता था कि वो एक्सीडेंट हमारी तरफ कूद जाएगी। जैसे ही वो गाड़ी नज़दीक आती गई, वो 100 मीटर के से पहले डिवाइडर कूद के हमारी साइड में आ गई, हरिद्वार से ये मुजफ्फरनगर की साइड में। उस गाड़ी ने डिवाइडर पे चढ़ते हुए, क्योंकि वो बहुत मजबूत डिवाइडर होता है, उससे ऊपर आके उसने 4 पलटे लिए हैं। पलटे खा के फिर सीधी हुई है। सीधी होकर जैसे ही वो हमारी तरफ चली, हमने देखा भाई आज तो बिल्कुल ही बचने का नाम नूके, क्योंकि सीधी आमने सामने की टक्कर है। तो देखा जी वो कनेक्टर साइड में जा रही थोड़ी ही, तो मैंने क्या करा, हम भी कनेक्टर साइड, मैंने उसकी गाड़ी की कटाई कर दी ड्राइवर साइड में। जैसे ही थोड़ा फासला मिला, क्योंकि 50 मीटर में फासला बन गया, वो गाड़ी साइड में निकल के आगे डिवाइडर से टकरा गई और वो गाड़ी घूम गई, जिससे मैंने जल्दी से उतरा, मेरा कनेक्टर उठा कनेक्टर साइड से। हमने दोनों को देखा, वो आधा बाहर था, ठीक है, हम बाहर था, तो मैं ये तो एक्सपायर हो चुका है। हमने उसको घसीट कर बाहर निकाल दिया, उस पर कच्चे वाले उस पर डिवाइडर पर ले गए। मैंने उसको छोटा, मैं ये परमजीत उसके साथ था। मैंने देखा भाई गाड़ी में कोई पर्सन, कोई बच्चा, कोई बुजुर्ग, कोई लेडीज तो नहीं है, क्योंकि गाड़ी में इस टाइम तो कोई न कोई पर्सन होगा। मैं इतने में वो होश में आ गया, थोड़ा बोला वो बोले अब इसमें कोई नहीं। मैं भाग के मैं कहा भाई साहब इसमें गाड़ी के ड्राइविंग कोड कर रहा था, बोला मैं ही कर रहा था। मैं कहा कोई इसके अंदर, और बोला कोई नहीं। मैंने उस पर विश्वास नहीं किया। मैं कहा कोई बात नहीं, नया सा एक्सीडेंट कैसे हुआ। तो
And ever since news spread and news broke about Rishabh Pant's accident and his subsequent hospitalization at Max in Dehradun, the cricketer has had a series of visitors as well as notes on social media expressing their concern. People from all walks of life, fans, the entire cricketing fraternity, and even one among his visitors was Anupam Kher, who visited the hospital in Dehradun to take stock of the situation and inquire about Rishabh Pant's health. And Kher said that Rishabh is in a stable condition. Let's listen in to this conversation that we had with the veteran actor.
बस उनकी तबीयत पूछी, उनकी माताजी से मिले और उनके लिए प्रार्थना की। सारे देश की प्रार्थनाएं उनके पास लेके गए और कपूर साहब और मैं एज फैंस गए थे। दैट्स इट।
ऋषभ बात कर रहे हैं, अच्छे से बेटर है सर?
मच बेटर, हाँ बिल्कुल।
कपूर साहब क्या कुछ कहना चाहेंगे सर?
खेर साहब कह चुके हैं और मैं भी यही कहना चाहूँगा। शुक्रिया।
बेटर है, आप लोगों से मिलकर अच्छा लगा होगा एज अ फैन?
ये तो वही बता सकते हैं, पर अच्छा ही लगा हमने। बट आज तो हम सिर्फ प्रार्थना करने के लिए, उनको ढाढ़स बंधाने के लिए, उनको हंसाने के लिए गए थे।
कि वो थोड़ा सा इस्लामिक रीति रिवाजों को
फॉलो करने लगी थी, उसमें चेंजेस आनी शुरू हो गई थी। वो सुसाइड करने वाली भी नहीं थी, मे बी उसका मर्डर भी हुआ हो।
So sensational details emerge in Tunisia death case. Mother says murder angle cannot be ruled out. Also coming up, BJP kickstarts Mission Karnataka. Shah sets on a visit to Bengaluru.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
Yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling. This grass they were carrying in, and this is the kathua made. So it possibly suggests that they loaded this truck from the kathua area, and somewhat there only the terrorists transferred or shifted to this consignment. But they gathered and they entered this truck only somewhere near Kathua.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि काम इंसान की जाती, क्या ये उस तरीके से नहीं की गई?
वही मेरे को दुख है। मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ, 101 तक का वो मर्डर है। सच्चाई बताता तो मेरे को भी दबा के छोड़ देती थी।
Raid which has taken place in a place called Thonikil, which is about 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president of PFI. His home was raided, Nawaz. Now this is the very home where the raid had just been concluded. About 56 locations in Kerala like these, the 2-tier PFI workers, their homes are being raided.
Yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling. This grass they were carrying in, and this is the kathua made. So it possibly suggests that they loaded this truck from the kathua area, and somewhat there only the terrorists transferred or shifted to this consignment. But they gathered and they entered this truck only somewhere near Kathua.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि काम इंसान की जाती क्या ये उस तरीके से नहीं की
नहीं
गई?
की गई, वही मेरे को दुख है। मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ, 101 तक का वो मर्डर है। सच्चाई बताता तो मेरे को भी दबा के छोड़ देती थी।
Raid which has taken place in a place called Thonekil, which is about 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president of PFI. His home was raided, Nawaz. Now this is the very home where the raid had just been concluded. About 56 locations in Kerala.
कि वो थोड़ा सा इस्लामिक रीति रिवाजों को
फॉलो करने लगी थी, उसमें चेंजेस आनी शुरू हो गई थी। वो सुसाइड करने वाली भी नहीं थी, मे बी उसका मर्डर भी हुआ हो।
The headlines at 9:30. Sensational details emerge in Tunisia death case. Mother says murder angle cannot be ruled out. Shazam to be produced in court as cops are likely to push for an extended remand. BCCI says Rishabh Pant's condition is stable. Wishes pour in for Pant's speedy recovery. BJP kickstarts Mission Karnataka. Shah sets on a visit to Bengaluru. Big development in stolen idol row. Tamil Nadu police begins process for repatriation. Horrific shootout reported in national capital. Gym owner shot dead. Police says probe on. And breaking news coming in here, a mega crackdown on terror. The government, we hear, is demolishing a property of an active terrorist. His name is Amir Khan, who is in Pakistan currently. And his properties at Pahalgam area in Anantnag district being demolished. Earlier in Pulwama, the house of Jaish commander also was demolished. So it's a major crackdown on terror in the valley as the bulldozer rolls in and demolishes the home of terrorist Amir Khan, who is currently in Pakistan. Also, another Jaish terrorist's home in Pulwama is being demolished after various NIA raids to unearth important documents, as well as a mega crackdown on financial backers of terrorists in the valley. Now, bulldozer rolls in various areas, demolishing properties of terrorists, one of whom, Amir Khan, is in Pakistan right now. The other demolition process is underway in Pulwama at the home of a known Jaish terrorist. Zeenath joining us on the phone line. Zeenath, what can you tell us about this breaking news that we're getting right now? All we know is that there is a demolition process that's being carried out and on properties of certain terrorists. What updates do you have?
Well, this is an extension wall of the house of the Hizbul Mujahideen terrorists, originally built on the enclosed government land in Pahalgam area of South Kashmir, that was demolished today by the authorities. The wall was demolished of the house of Ghulam Nabi Khan and alias Amir Khan in Liver Pahalgam of South Kashmir. Amir is the operational commander of his who crossed over to Pakistan in early 90s and is operating from there. And earlier, if you remember, the JM terrorist Ashik Ahmed Nehru, alias Amjad Bhai, was also demolished in the Rajpura area of Pulwama. But here it is the encroached land by Amir Khan and the family that has been demolished by the Pahalgam Development Authority. They are doing the demolition drive here, and the visual that we are beaming also tells you that the extension, the compound wall of the house has been demolished by the authorities.
Right, the compound wall has been demolished. We are also hearing about another house of a Jaish commander being demolished in Pulwama. Can you confirm this?
No, that was the last time when demolished his house. It was an exercise again taken by the government more than 2 weeks back. But this time the demolition is being done because they have encroached upon the government land, which now the demolition squad is trying to demolish, because you see in the visual, the compound wall of the house has been demolished by the authorities in the Pahalgam of South Kashmir.
All right, so these are visuals of a demolition that is underway in Pahalgam of South Kashmir. Zeenat confirming that information there. Bulldozer action on terrorists, but it's mostly a case of encroachment. That wall was encroaching and that is why it is being demolished. The names that Zeenat has mentioned, Ghulam Ali Khan and Amir Khan, who have crossed over to Pakistan. Zeenat, if you're still there with us, we'd like you to tell us in detail once again, this wall that we're seeing in these visuals here, this is a process that's underway, and this is a wall that was encroaching into public space. Am I correct? And that is why it's being demolished.
Absolutely, Rukma. This is the wall. This is the area that they have used to build their compound wall. Belongs to the government. This is the government land in the Pahalgam area of South Kashmir, Anantnag, which now the authorities have been demolished. They have trying to demolish. The compound wall is being demolished by the authorities. Although the terrorist has crossed over. His name is Amir Khan, alias Ghulam Nabi Khan, who has crossed over in 90s, and today the action has been against the demolishing the compound wall which was encroached by the family, and this is an illegal wall. Yes, we can say this is an illegal wall. There is no action as far as the residential house is concerned, but they have encroached upon some government land, and the action is being taken by the authorities to demolish the compound wall of house. Earlier we have seen the structure being demolished in the Rajpura, Pulwama few weeks back, where the terrorist who's a Jaish terrorist Ashik Nehru, his house was demolished completely. But here it seems a case of encroachment where the bulldozer rolls in Pahalgam to demolish whatever they have illegally encroached upon.
Many thanks, Zeenat, for joining us there with that update. So Zeenat telling us what these visuals are all about, explaining that this is the bulldozer rolling and it's destroying the wall that this particular house, it belongs to it's in Pahalgam in South Kashmir. The wall of this house was encroaching into government land, and that is why it is being destroyed. That's the news that Zeenat has confirmed.
Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra has been a flop show. The opposition has rejected it. Even Congress leaders have mocked Rahul's yatra. But the Vadra Congress seems to be in denial. Stoking a fresh controversy, Kamal Nath has now said that Rahul Gandhi will be opposition's prime ministerial face in 2024. Taking its sycophancy to a new level, Kamal Nath even added that Rahul's Bharat Jodo is not politics of power but for the common people of the country. But how will the big statement by Kamal Nath go down with opposition? Now that remains to be seen. Bureau Report for Republic TV.
Breaking news coming in again from Jammu and Kashmir. A massive fire reported from Imam Jamia Masjid in Batote area of Ramban. The fire broke out late last night. The premises burned to a large extent, but no loss of life reported. Clearly, if anybody was present there at the time of the fire, they have escaped, and the fire was doused by locals and firefighters a few hours after it burst into flames there. So no loss of life reported. Some property has been damaged. This is the Imam Jamia Masjid in Ramban area. And as you can see, firefighters at work there, working to douse the flames. Gursimran joining us live. Gursimran, we're getting the visuals of that fire. It appears to have been a massive blaze, well, some property damage we hear about, but no loss of life. What details can you give us?
It was late last night at around 2 a.m. when the fire broke out in the Jamia Masjid. This is in the Batot area of the Ramban, after which the firefighters along with the locals, they started the rescue operations and they tried to attempt to douse the fire. Though it was too late for them to save the premises, but fortunate part that has come out is that there has been no loss of life that has been reported, and now the relief has been provided. The compensation too has been offered by the district administration, and also the immediate relief that has been extended to those who were inside. Important to mention that this possibly has happened due to the short circuit in the electricity connections that were there, and now the administration is also looking into all angles and the probe has also been launched.
Right, the administration looking into all angles well, some damage to the property of the Jamia Masjid there in Batot area of Ramban. Gursimran, our correspondent, giving us those details. The fire broke out at around 2. That's in the wee hours this morning. Many thanks, Gursimran, for joining us there. Let's shift focus now to other top stories that we are tracking. Union Home Minister is, a DDCA team is to monitor Rishabh Pant. Cricketer Rishabh Pant is hospitalized in the Dehradun hospital, and a team of Delhi and District Cricket Association is set to go to Max Hospital in Dehradun to monitor his health. If required, they may shift him to Delhi, and chances are high that he will be airlifted to Delhi for plastic surgery. Actors Anupam Kher and Anil Kapoor reached Max Hospital to meet family members and express their best wishes to cricketer Rishabh Pant, who suffered a massive car accident yesterday. Nine people lost their lives, 11 have been taken to a private hospital for treatment in a horrific road accident on the Navsari National Highway. The accident took place after a bus collided with a Fortuner car. Reacting to the incident, Home Minister Amit Shah has said that the accident at Navsari was heartbreaking and that the local administration is providing treatment for the injured. He said that he sent his prayers for the speedy recovery of those injured. CCTV footage has surfaced of a shootout inside a gym in East Delhi's Preet Vihar. The footage shows 2 unidentified men entering the gym with pistols and handkerchiefs over their faces. Heavy snow reported in Himachal Pradesh, due to which Manali-Leh highway has been closed. Meanwhile, concerned authorities are clearing the snow from the roads with cutters and JCBs. The J&K government demolished properties of Hizbul Mujahideen terrorist commander Amir Khan at Pahalgam in Anantnag district. Down south, the CID crime branch of, in other parts of the country, the CID crime branch of Odisha has stepped up investigations into the death of 2 Russian nationals in Rayagad. Crime Branch and FSL teams visited the Sai International Hotel in Raigad, where the victims were found dead. Union Home Minister Amit Shah scheduled to flag off BJP's Rath Yatra in Tripura on the 5th of January. The 8-day yatra will commence from North Tripura district's Dharmanagar. And in a detailed report now on the latest in the Tanisha death probe, even as her mother, Vanita Sharma, made some explosive allegations in which she has put the blame on Shehzan Khan of having misled her daughter, of having brainwashed her daughter, and much more. Take a look.
Sensational allegations by a distraught mother.
एक दिन अचानक उसने उसका मोबाइल चेक किया शेजान का, जिसमें उसकी गर्लफ्रेंड का कुछ चैट था, पता नहीं आई डोंट नो क्या था। तो इसने पूछा, शेजान से पूछा कि ये क्या है। शेजान ने टुनीशा के थप्पड़ मारा, सेट पे रूम में थप्पड़ मारा। तो वो कहता तू कर ले जो कुछ करना है, मेरा तेरे साथ कोई रिश्ता नहीं है। उसके बिहेवियर में जो चेंजेस आ रही थी टुनीशा के, कभी उसकी माँ को अम्मा, उसकी बहन को बोलना, और मुस्लिम अपना धर्म अपनाने की उसको करता था है, और शादी का वादा किया। तो ये सब चीज़ें नहीं करनी चाहिए थी उसको।
20-year-old Tanisha Sharma was cremated on Wednesday at the Meera Road crematorium ground, with devastated family, friends and co-stars attending the last rites. Distraught by the loss, many said not everything adds up.
सबसे पहले उसको मेकअप रूम में लटकते हुए भी शीजान ने देखा, और हॉस्पिटल भी उसको शीजान ही लेकर आया। तो सुसाइड इसको कहना बहुत जल्दबाजी होगी एकदम से।
CCTV footage accessed from the day of Tanisha's death shows how ex-boyfriend Shehzan took Tanisha to the hospital in the aftermath. Tanisha's mother has squarely blamed co-star Shehzan Khan, but his lawyer presents a different story.
There are also allegations from a mother. They are in fact giving a love jihad angle. What is your say from the side of Shehzan Khan?
In our knowledge and as per the documents of remand so far, they have not become a part of the investigation.
Shehzan Mohammad Khan is in custody for abetment of suicide. Those who worked with Tanisha believe that all is not well.
Ending your own life, there must be a massive reason. There must be a big reason behind it. That's what I'm saying. That I believe in my law of the country, and I believe that they will investigate it, and each and every aspect around it should be investigated.
Some are making love jihad claims.
ये भी बात सामने है कि तनिष्का शर्मा की जो मौत है और लव जिहाद का एक मसला है। मुझे लगता है इसकी पूरी जांच होनी चाहिए। जांच चल भी रही है। क्या आने वाले वक्त दिन पर दिन हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि ये इससे जो मामले हैं वो बढ़ रहे हैं। मुझे लगता है इसके लिए इसीलिए इसके खिलाफ सख्त से सख्त कानून लाना चाहिए।
Many of her co-stars, friends, family and studio staff have been called into questioning. So what's the Tanisha death case really about? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Coming up in a short while, BJP kickstarts Mission Karnataka. Shah on a visit to Bengaluru today. Also coming up, a big development in stolen idol route. Tamil Nadu police begins process of repatriation.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि काम इंसान की जाती है, ये उस तरीके से नहीं की गई?
वही मेरे को दुख है। मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ, 101 तक का वो मर्डर है। सच्चाई बताता तो मेरे को भी दबा के छोड़ देती थी।
Raid which has taken place in a place called Thonakil, which is about 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president of PFI. His home was raided, Nawaz. Now this is the very home where the raid had just been concluded. About 56 locations in Kerala like these, the two-tier PFI workers, their homes are being raided.
Yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling. This grass they were carrying in, and this is the Kathua made. So it possibly suggests that they loaded this truck from the Kathua area, and somewhat there only the terrorists transferred or shifted to this consignment. But they gathered and they entered this truck only somewhere near Kathua.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि काम इंसान की जाती क्या ये उस तरीके से नहीं की गई?
नहीं की गई, वही मेरे को दुख है। मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ, 101 तक का वो मर्डर है। सच्चाई बताता तो मेरे को भी दबा के छोड़ देती थी।
Raid which has taken place in a place called Thonakil, which is about 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president of PFI. His home was raided, Nawaz. Now this is the very home where the raid had just been concluded. About 56 locations in Kerala like these, the two-tier.
The new thing that the Chinese have done is that now they are buying Indian COVID vaccines on the black market. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll have you know that buying Indian COVID vaccines in China is illegal. But the problem is that the Chinese don't trust their own drugs. So there is an illegal trading of Indian vaccines which is happening on Chinese social media. Common Chinese don't have access to global social media. They're not there on Twitter or Facebook because all these are banned and blocked inside China. But on local Chinese social media platforms, they are trading Indian drugs.
You're watching live and breaking some international news now. Authorities in Pennsylvania arrested a suspect in the killings of 4 University of Idaho students who were found stabbed to death in their beds more than a month ago. Koberger is being held for 4 charges of first-degree murder. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un holds meeting with his party's top officials. The Politburo meeting discussed the issue of taking some important measures to promote the development of major sectors of the national economy for 2023. In the United States, Southwest Airlines has reported that it will be returning to a relatively normal flight schedule as the focus shifts to making things right for more than 1 million passengers whose flights were cancelled last week due to a shock winter storm. Christine Duffy, president of Carnival Cruise Lines, along with other senior members, practiced raising the New Year's Eve ball above Times Square. The event will be held today. The ball will be lowered at midnight to mark the start of 2023. And hundreds gathered at St. John's Church in Lateran Basilica for a special mass in honor of 95-year-old Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI. Francis has called for prayers for Benedict, resulting in an outpouring of messages of solidarity from the rank and file of Catholics and cardinals alike. With the Rose Bowl parade just a few days away, Claremont McKenna College is getting preparations ready. 90,000 floral arrangements will be used at the Rose Parade, which will be held on the 2nd of January. Democrats in Congress released thousands of pages of former President Donald Trump's tax returns. The documents provide the most detailed pictures to date of his finances over a 6-year period, including his time at the White House. American singer Steven Tyler has been accused of sexual assault by a woman who claims to have had a relationship with him as a teenager. The lawsuit accuses Tyler of sexual assault, sexual battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. And in our top story of the day, viewers, you know it's the probe into the mysterious death of Tunisha Sharma, his Shizan Khan, who is a person of interest in the case, one of the central persons of interest in the case because of his close relationship to the actor who was found hanging on the sets of the latest serial that she was shooting in. His interrogation in the case is progressing. He is in custody. His custody ends today. The mother of the deceased actor, Vinita Sharma, has now said that she will not be quiet till Shehzan is punished. She has also alleged that Shehzan pressurized her daughter to convert to Islam.
Sensational allegations by a distraught mother.
एक दिन अचानक उसने उसका मोबाइल चेक किया शेजान का, जिसमें उसकी गर्लफ्रेंड का कुछ चैट था, पता नहीं आई डोंट नो क्या था। तो इसने पूछा, शेजान से पूछा कि ये क्या है। शेजान ने टुनीशा के थप्पड़ मारा, सेट पे रूम में थप्पड़ मारा। तो वो कहता तू कर ले जो कुछ करना है, मेरा तेरे साथ कोई रिश्ता नहीं है। उसके बिहेवियर में जो चेंजेस आ रही थी टुनीशा के, कभी उसकी माँ को अम्मा, उसकी बहन को बोलना और मुस्लिम अपना धर्म अपनाने की उसको करता था है, और शादी का वादा किया। तो ये सब चीज़ें नहीं करनी चाहिए थी उसको।
20-year-old Tunisha Sharma was cremated on Wednesday at the Mira Road crematorium ground with devastated family, friends and co-stars attending the last rites. Distraught by the loss, many said not everything adds up.
सबसे पहले उसको मेकअप रूम में लटकते हुए भी शीजान ने देखा, और हॉस्पिटल भी उसको शीजान ही लेकर आया। तो सुसाइड इसको कहना बहुत जल्दबाजी होगी एकदम से।
CCTV footage accessed from the day of Tunisha's death shows how ex-boyfriend Shizan took Tunisha to the hospital in the aftermath. Tunisha's mother has squarely blamed co-star Shizan Khan, but his lawyer presents a different story.
There are also allegations from a mother. They are in fact giving a love jihad angle. What is your say from the side of Shizan Khan?
In our knowledge and as per the documents of remand so far, they have not become a part of the investigation.
Shizan Mohammed Khan is in custody for abetment of suicide. Those who worked with Tunisha believe that all is not well.
Ending your own life, there must be a massive reason. There must be a big reason behind it. That's what I'm saying. That I believe in my law of the country, and I believe that they will investigate it, and each and every aspect around it should be investigated.
Some are making love jihad claims.
ये भी बात सामने है कि तनिष्का शर्मा की जो मौत है और लव जिहाद का एक मसला है। मुझे लगता है इसकी पूरी जांच होनी चाहिए। जांच चल भी रही है। क्या आने वाले वक्त दिन पर दिन हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि ये इससे जो मामले हैं वो बढ़ रहे हैं। मुझे लगता है इसके लिए इसीलिए इसके खिलाफ सख्त से सख्त कानून लाना चाहिए।
Many of her co-stars, friends, family and studio staff have been called into questioning. So what's the Tunisha death case really about? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And here's a short report on this piece of international news that has come in from Turkey. We've reported earlier in the day in other bulletins. Plumes of smoke engulfed a restaurant in Turkey. 7 people were killed, several were injured in this explosion. Take a look at all the details in this short report.
Plumes of smoke engulfed a restaurant. These were the frightful scenes in western Turkey on Friday at around 3:35 p.m. 7 people were killed and several were injured in the explosion. According to the governor of Aden province, one is severely injured. Governor Hussein Aksoy said initial testimonies from a restaurant worker suggested there was a leak in a cooking gas canister. However, a full probe is underway. Agency report, Republic TV.
Coming up in other news, Shehzaan to be produced in court. Cops likely to push for extended remand. Also coming up, BCCI says Rishabh Pant's condition is stable and wishes pour in for Pant's speedy recovery.
Raid which has taken place in a place called Thonakil, which is about 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president of PFI. His home was raided, Nawaz. Now this is the very home where the raid had just been concluded. About 56 locations in Kerala like these, the two-tier PFI workers, their homes are being raided.
Yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling, this grass they were carrying in, and this is the Kathua made. So it possibly suggests that they loaded this truck from the Kathua area, and somewhat there only the terrorists transferred or shifted to this consignment. But they gathered and they entered this truck only somewhere near Kathua.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि काम इंसान की जाती क्या ये उस तरीके से नहीं की गई?
नहीं की गई, वही मेरे को दुख है। मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ, 101 तक का वो मर्डर है। सच्चाई बताता तो मेरे को भी दबा के छोड़ देती थी।
Raid which has taken place in a place called Thonakil, which is about 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president of PFI. His home was raided, Nawaz. Now this is the very home where the raid had just been concluded. About 56 locations in Kerala like these, the two-tier PFI workers, their homes are being raided.
Yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling, this grass they were carrying in, and this is the Kathua made. So it possibly suggests that they loaded this truck from the Kathua area, and somewhat there only the terrorists transferred or shifted to this consignment. But they gathered and they entered this truck only somewhere near Kathua.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि काम इंसान की जाती क्या ये उस तरीके से नहीं की गई?
नहीं की गई, वही मेरे को दुख है। मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ, 101 तक का वो मर्डर है। सच्चाई बताता तो मेरे को भी दबा के छोड़ देती थी।
Raid which has taken place in a place called Thonakil, which is about 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president.
The new thing that the Chinese have done is that now they are buying Indian COVID vaccines on the black market. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll have you know that buying Indian COVID vaccines in China is illegal. But the problem is that the Chinese don't trust their own drugs. So there is an illegal trading of Indian vaccines which is happening on Chinese social media. Common Chinese don't have access to global social media. They're not there on Twitter or Facebook because all these are banned and blocked inside China. But on local Chinese social media platforms, they are trading Indian drugs.
The headlines at 10 this morning. Sensational details emerge in Tunisia death case. Mother says murder angle not ruled out. Shehzaan to be produced in court. Cops likely to push for extended remand. BCCI says Rishabh Pant's condition is stable, which is pouring for the cricketer's speedy recovery. BJP kickstarts Mission Karnataka as Amit Shah sets out on a visit to the state, to be in Bengaluru today. Big development in stolen idol row. Tamil Nadu police begin process for repatriation. Horrific shootout in national capital. Gym owner shot dead. Police says probe on. And we are getting breaking news at the very beginning of the Tunisha Sharma death case as it continues to make headlines. Accused Shehzan's custody ends today. He is to be produced before the Vasai court. And remember, his police custody was extended yesterday. And cops continue the process of interrogation. Earlier, we had been reporting how Shehzan Khan, who is the prime person of interest in the probe into the death of actor Tunisha Sharma, continued to change his statements at regular intervals, and his custody, cops are to push for an extension of his custody also. He is to be produced in court today. His remand ends today. And Sandeep, to bring us all the latest updates, Sandeep, we'd just like you to give us a clear picture of what's happening. His custody, we believe it ends today, and the police are to press because they want because his answer is very crucial to the investigation into the death case of Tunisha Sharma.
See, Rukma, yes, as you rightly mentioned, the investigation is on the crucial stage, but at this point of time, he has already been in 7 days of police custody. So it will be important for police officials also to come up with some strong evidence against Shehzan Khan in order to, get his custody extended. It will be very much important to know whether police have got any important details in regards of Shehzan's conspiracy against Tunisha Sharma. Was there any other women, in fact, who was involved with Shehzan, and was the same reason that Tunisha committed suicide? So, police have in fact retrieved all the chats. They have extracted all the details from Tunisha Sharma's mobile phone as well. But at this point of time, it will be very much important to see whether the Vasai court extend the custody of Shehzan Khan, or will he be sent to judicial custody today? Because remember, he has already been in police custody for 7 days, but police have not been able to come up with anything strong rather than investigating the allegations of the mother. So it will be important to see what what evidences will be given before the court.
As of now, what do we know, Sandeep, about the kind of answers that Shehzan has given? Is there any clear picture that's emerging from his answers in particular? What is he saying most clearly?
See, if police sources have to be believed, police have in fact mentioned in every remand copy that Shehzan is not cooperating with them. Shehzan is time and again changing his own statements. Sometimes he says that he broke up with Tunisha Sharma because the family was against each other, against this marriage as well. Sometimes he mentions that due to Shraddha Walkar case, he was scared and he broke up with Tunisha Sharma. Sometimes he says that there was an age gap and hence he broke up with Tunisha Sharma. So he is in fact changing his statement and not cooperating, basically wasting the time of police in order to get this police custody done, and once the custody is done, definitely he'll be sent to judicial custody, so after which he can apply for bail. So he is in fact not cooperating with police, but it will be important to see what kind of evidence that police will come up with, because it has been 3 times that the police had got his custody, but so far police was in fact unable to find any strong evidence against Shehzan Khan.
Right. And Sandeep, they're giving us, Sandeep, basically what is the case against Shehzan? If I'm not wrong, it is if he can be held responsible for abetment to suicide. It's very crucial to know what happened in those 15 minutes after the two had lunch together, because it also shows that it was Shehzan who actually took her to hospital. Meanwhile, there are also allegations of, Shehzan and his family pressurizing her to take up Islam, to convert to Islam, and she had completely changed in the last 2 months. That's what her family says. Her family also says that they will ensure, her mother says this in particular, that she will not rest till Shehzan is brought to book in the case. Give us some more on the ground there. How does it look like? Is the family, is this angle of abetment to suicide? In which direction is it going actually?
See, Rukma, as far as the allegations are to believe, the family says that Tunisha Sharma was in fact taught Islamic culture, and these are some of the allegations. On that grounds, yesterday her custody was extended, but it will be today when police will have to come up with something new in regards to seek his custody more.
Many thanks, Sandeep, for joining us there and for filling us in with those details. Sandeep, our reporter on the ground in Mumbai, with all the updates on the Tunisha Sharma death probe.
News that's coming in, let's tell our viewers, Delhi police remains to be fixed at para-athlete Jyoti Baweja, who's missing for the past 12 days. A national level para-athlete who went missing 12 days ago has not yet been found by the Delhi police, who say we have no leads. Police has also said that the para-athlete identified as Jyoti Bajwa was last located near Paharganj and then she disappeared. The police have registered a missing report following the disappearance on 19th of December from Paharganj in central Delhi. While talking to ANI, Jatin Bajwa, brother of Jyoti, has said he dropped her at the Janakpuri East Metro Station at 5 p.m. on 19th December. She boarded the metro for RK Ashram metro station, and however there are no links on where she is now. If we can just see if we have a reaction that was played out of Jatin Bajwa, we'll put that out, but let me give you viewers the details that are coming in. Para-athlete Jyoti Bajwa missing for the past 12 days. The police has not yet received any leads. They say she has not been found. So the details that are coming in, and we're going to try and get the reaction that her brother said. But we're also going to try and see our reporter who's looking at this story. But the details that are coming in, the police have registered a missing report following her disappearance on 19th of December. Her brother has said he dropped her at the Janakpuri East Metro Station and she boarded the train. She's a national level para-athlete, missing since 12 days. Police has still not found any details on where she is. The police have registered a missing report following the disappearance, but there are still no details. Let me go across to Piyush Ohri, who's patched on the phone line. Piyush, the Delhi police has still found no details on Jyoti Baweja.
You're completely right over here that the Delhi police has still not been able to find much detail about Jyoti Baweja. And this has come as a major surprise, because now Jyoti Baweja has been missing for over 2 weeks. In fact, we also had a word with her family members, which includes her uncle and which also includes her mother. And both of them are very distressed. In fact, when we had a word with them on the phone, they began to cry. So you can understand the seriousness of the situation, and you can understand that how important now it is for the Delhi police to make sure that Jyoti Baweja, who is a sportswoman and who is also a national athlete, para-athlete, should be found out at the earliest by the Delhi police.
Yes, I also want to ask you, Piyush, as you're giving us these details, the Delhi police say she's gone missing. Her brother has spoken now and said that she was last seen at the Janakpuri East Metro Station. Have any details been found as to where she could possibly be once she was at the police station and she was at the train station, and anyone has been spoken to, any eyewitnesses that the police has tried to investigate with?
So I'll just tell you what exactly
What we have been told is that Jyoti Baweja, who after marriage became Jyoti Baweja Nagpal, was first seen at Janakpuri East Metro Station, from where she boarded the metro train, and this was at around 5:45 p.m. on December 19. From here she went to Paharganj metro station, and this was the last place
at around 6:11 p.m. Where she was last spotted. She gave a voice message to her family members saying that she would not be she should not be contacted, and she will not be there for some time. Now, after this, her phone got switched off, and from there on, the Delhi police has not been able to find her. In fact, following this following this incident where Jyoti Baweja was found missing, her family members filed a police complaint at Tilak Nagar police station. Surprisingly, there has still not been any FIR that has been registered. But now, taking into consideration that Jyoti Baweja has been missing for now over 2 weeks, it becomes very important for Delhi police to make sure that first, she gets found out at the earliest, and second, if nothing is being found out, then definitely tough questions should also be asked from the Delhi police of why it is taking so much of time for this national para-level athlete to be found out. Back to you in the studio.
Absolutely, Piyush, giving us those details, also telling us a last-minute call was also placed by her before she went missing. The Delhi police needs to ensure that she's found. Thank you, Piyush, for giving us those details. Viewers, moving on to the other top focus that we continue having right here on Republic TV. And forces in Kashmir utilize a variety of weapons to counter terrorism and insurgency activities. Diverse range of weapons are also being used as per operational requirement that is based on situation and location. My colleague Zeenat files an exclusive report from the CRPF camp in Srinagar, in which the CRPF commandos display the usage of special weapons. Take a look.
Forces in the Kashmir Valley use variety of weapons to deal with or to counter terrorism or insurgency activities. Different weapons are used for different needs and for different requirements, and the weapons that have been displayed here is with the elite team of CRPF while dealing in the operational challenges. My VJ Firdausi is showing you the exclusive visuals of the weapons that are lying with the elite team of CRPF. They use this weapon during anti-terror operations in the congested localities, particularly because this is the weapon that helps in solving operational challenges. This helps them when you have to fire accurately, you have to come in contact with the terrorists, and at times the members of the anti-terror operations, these weapons helps them when they are coming in direct contact with the terrorist. When the terrorist is firing, definitely this weapons helps them in saving their lives. All these things are lying with the Srinagar sector of CRPF because they deal particularly in the downtown area of Srinagar where the operations take place.
And also getting an update on Rishabh Pant's condition, DDCA has now informed that a team of Delhi and district cricket associations are going to Max Hospital in Dehradun to monitor his health if required. They will also shift him to Delhi. Chances are high that they will be airlifting him to Delhi for plastic surgery. All this after the accident in which his BMW had collided with a divider at 5:21 yesterday, and after which the Prime Minister has assured the family of action as prayers continue pouring in from his family. He's now been hospitalized. His mother is praying. There is also the Uttarakhand Chief Minister who has stated that they will also do their best. Let's also listen in to the reactions of the eyewitnesses who were at the spot, who tell exactly what happened before the collision of his car with the divider, after which it caught on fire. Watch on.
उसको जैसे ही हमने गाड़ी से बाहर निकाल के वो डिवाइडर पे लेटाया ना, तो उसकी पीछ बैक साइड में चोटें ज़्यादा थी, हमने उसको छाती के बल लेटा दिया था। तब तक ये पोल उठाने चला गया। मैं बोला वही एक्सीडेंट और भी होंगे, यहाँ पे सर्दी का मौसम है, ज़्यादा एक्सीडेंट होंगे। तो मैंने बोला इसको भाई तू वहाँ जा, मैं हूँ इसके पास में। तो वो खुद ही वो पूरा चेहरा उसका ब्लड में सना हुआ था। मैंने उसको पूछा भाई कौन है तू, कहाँ से है? तो वो बोला मैं ऋषभ पंत। तू कौन ऋषभ पंत? तो वो बोला मैं भारतीय क्रिकेटर, इंडियन टीम का क्रिकेटर ऋषभ पंत हूँ। तभी मैंने दूसरी सवारी से चद्दर लेके उसको उड़ाई, उसको मैंने उठाना चाहा, तब तक ये भी आ गया, वो मेरे से उठा नहीं। मैंने 2 सवारियों की और सुशील की मदद लेके उसको उठाया, जो उसका पैर टूटा हुआ था। वो बोला मेरा पैर टूट गया भाई। हमने उसको दिल्ली वाली साइड, जो दिल्ली से रुड़की सड़क जाती है, उसके डिवाइडर पे बैठा दिया और वहाँ एक सवारी को खड़ा कर दिया, भाई इधर कोई गाड़ी ना आए, आप आ देते रहना, भाई यहाँ कोई बैठा है। तो वो बोला भाई मेरे को पानी पिला दो। मैंने बोला भाई अभी गर्म खून है, पानी मत पी दूँ। तो माना नहीं वो। फिर मैंने सुशील को बोला भाई सुशील किसी सवारी से पानी लेके आ। तब तक सुशील पानी लेके आ, तब तक उसने अपनी मम्मी का नंबर बताया। मेरा नंबर तो था एम्बुलेंस पे बिजी। मैंने किसी सवारी को बोला भाई आप इसका फ़ोन नंबर मिलाओ और उसके घर कॉल करो। तो उसकी मम्मी का नंबर आया स्विच ऑफ है। तो वो बोला मम्मी सॉरी होगी भाई। तब तक एम्बुलेंस आ जाती है। तो उसके कुछ पैसे थे, थोड़े बहुत 5-7 हज़ार रुपये थे, वो एक सवारी ने इकट्ठे किए थे। वो सवारी से मैंने उसको दिलवा दिए और पूरा सामान इकट्ठा करवा के एम्बुलेंस में रखवा के और उसको मतलब एम्बुलेंस वालों को बोल के भाई किसी अच्छे हॉस्पिटल में लेके जाना, ऐसे ऐसे एक क्रिकेटर है। तो वहाँ से हम अपने गंतव्य स्थान की ओर।
My colleague Harsha, who's been tracking the story since yesterday. Harsha, you were earlier also at the spot where the incident took place. You're now at Max Hospital in Dehradun. Harsha, what is the update that is coming in, where we are now being told a team of doctors and an association is going to be looking into this? Will he also be airlifted to the capital?
Exactly, Rhythm. Right now I'm reporting just outside from the Max Hospital because friends and the extended family members of Rishabh Pant are continuously coming to this hospital. Regarding the airlift, will he be airlifted to Delhi or Mumbai or some any other place? The family has urged to the Max Hospital and to the government of Uttarakhand that right now we want him to be airlifted to national capital, but till now he will be lifted today or day after tomorrow. Regarding that, it's not still clear from the side of the hospital administration and from the state of Uttarakhand government also. Till now it's not been clear that they will be given some sort of help regarding Rishabh Pant to be airlifted today or day after tomorrow. But right now it's regarding his condition. He is stable. He is being monitored by the Department of Orthopedics and the plastic surgeon because he has got the knee ligament issue. The right knee has some really bad ligament issue. The ligament injury is too much high because in the X-ray report of Rishabh Pant, it was clearly visible that the detail and the deep injury what he has got is in the right knee. Therefore, orthopedic doctors are right now monitoring him. In the morning hours, we saw Anupam Kher and Anil Kapoor visiting Rishabh Pant. He met Rishabh Pant. They met the family members of Rishabh Pant's mother, brother, and sister, and they also spoke to Rishabh Pant because right now Rishabh Pant is stable. He is speaking. He is conscious, and right now the team of doctors are continuously monitoring him. We are waiting because after afternoon, will he be here airlifted to national capital or not? The stats will be more clear. Rhythm, back to you.
Harsha, I also need to ask you, yesterday you had spoken about what was happening at the spot, the Uttarakhand Chief Minister putting reflectors. We've taken an update on his health. Take us through what else the Uttarakhand government or the people around you have been saying will be done to ensure that that passage of Delhi-Dehradun also becomes safer in the future.
Exactly, Rhythm, that's NH58 and the entire route has hardly any reflectors, and at the night hours, especially in the winter timings when the fog is too much, there is low visibility. At that time in the past also many accidents have happened. Therefore the locals, the villagers nearby were really stating that this time Rishabh Pant, such a big celebrity star, the star wicket keeper of Indian cricket team, has met an accident at that spot. Therefore Uttarakhand government is taking cognizance of this entire matter and reflectors is being put on NH58, the road which leads directly from Delhi to Uttarakhand. When you go towards Roorkee, Haridwar, Dehradun, you have to go towards through that route, and there are hardly any reflectors. So yesterday we saw that Uttarakhand government was putting reflectors on this entire road. We saw almost 3 to 4 reflectors that were put on that entire road, and this has been done after Rishabh Pant's car met an accident. After such a big accident has happened, and everyone was saying Rishabh Pant is lucky to survive because because the way the entire car was charred, none of the pieces of the car was left in a proper way, and entire car was fully burnt, fully broken. Rishabh Pant survived. The local villagers pulled Rishabh Pant out of the car. It is just mere luck that Rishabh Pant has survived out of such a horrific and serious accident. Therefore, now Uttarakhand government is taking cognizance, and more of the CCTV cameras and reflectors are being put on that entire NH which goes from Delhi to Uttarakhand road. In fact, the piece of land of irrigation department which was blocking the major part of the road, which is 40 feet and making it to 30 feet, that piece of land is also being, we are being told that it will be moved quickly, and the talks with the irrigation department is being done so that that entire road could be clear of the unwanted irrigation neher which is right now there on the road. So right now we are getting to know that Uttarakhand government is taking the measures, but every eyes on the health condition of Rishabh Pant, because as you can clearly see, lot of family members of the extended family members of Rishabh Pant are continuously visiting this Max hospital. This is the Max Dehradun hospital where he was shifted from the Saksham hospital. The initial treatment to Rishabh Pant was given in the Saksham hospital, which was on that very highway, Uttarakhand Delhi highway. From there, treating him primary, then he was shifted to this Max Dehradun. CM Pushkar Singh Dhami and the Health Minister of Uttarakhand, Dhan Singh Rawat, has also met the family members of Rishabh Pant and extended their wishes for him to recover speedily, and they also stated they are directly in talk with the team of doctors of this Max hospital, and the efficient care and all support to Rishabh Pant will be given here in Max hospital. The best of the treatment will be given to him. So all eyes on his speedy recovery, as BCCI officials are also here in Max hospital, Dehradun. Rhythm, back to you.
All right, thank you, Harsha, for those details. We'll continue coming back to you for the latest updates on his health as the nation continues praying. Moving on, viewers, also to the other top news that is making headlines across the nation. A team of Delhi and District Cricket Association set to go to Max Hospital to monitor Rishabh Pant's health. If required, they may shift him to Delhi. Chances are high that they will uplift him for plastic surgery to the national capital. Bollywood actors Anupam Kher and Anil Kapoor have reached Max Hospital, Dehradun, to be meeting the family members of cricketer Rishabh Mehra, who suffered a massive car accident yesterday. 9 people died, 11 people taken to a private hospital for treatment in a horrific road accident on Navsari National Highway. The accident took place after the bus collided with a Fortuner car. Reacting to this incident, Home Minister Amit Shah said the accident in Navsari was heartbreaking. The local administration is giving treatment to the injured and that he's praying for the speedy recovery of those injured. A CCTV footage is surfaced of a shootout inside a gym in East Delhi's Preet Vihar. The footage shows 2 unidentified men entering the gym with pistols in their hands and handkerchiefs tied over their faces. The gym owner has been killed. Heavy snowfall has been reported in Himachal Pradesh, due to which the Manali-Leh highway has been closed. Meanwhile, concerned authorities are clearing the snow from roads with cutters and JCBs. The Jammu and Kashmir government demolished properties of Hizbul Mujahideen terrorist Commander Amir Khan at Pahalgam in Anantnag district. The CID crime branch of Odisha stepped up the investigation of the death of 2 Russian nationals in Raigada. Crime branch and FSL teams visited Sai International Hotel in Raigada, where the victims were found dead. Union Home Minister Amit Shah scheduled to flag off BJP's Rath Yatra in Tripura on 5th of Jan. The 8th day Yatra will commence from North Tripura's district, Dharmanagar. And coming up after a short break, big development in stolen idol row. Tamil Nadu police begins process for repatriation. And horrific shootout reported in the national capital. Gym owner shot dead. Police say the probe is on.
Yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling. This grass they were carrying in, and this is the kathua made. So it possibly suggests that they loaded this truck from the kathua area, and somewhat there only the terrorists transferred or shifted to this consignment. But they gathered and they entered this truck only somewhere near Kathua.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि काम इंसान की जाती क्या ये उस तरीके से नहीं की गई?
वही मेरे को दुख है। मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ, 101 तक का वो मर्डर है। सच्चाई बताता तो मेरे को भी दबा के छोड़ देती थी।
Raid which has taken place in a place called Thonakil, which is about 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president of PFI. His home was raided, Nawaz. Now this is the very home where the raid had just been concluded. About 56 locations in Kerala like these, the two-tier PFI workers, their homes are being raided.
Yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling. This grass they were carrying in, and this is the kathua made. So it possibly suggests that they loaded this truck from the kathua area, and somewhat there only the terrorists transferred or shifted to this consignment. But they gathered and they entered this truck only somewhere near Kathua.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि काम इंसान की जाती क्या ये उस तरीके से नहीं की गई?
वही मेरे को दुख है। मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ।
The new thing that the Chinese have done is that now they are buying Indian COVID vaccines on the black market. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll have you know that buying Indian COVID vaccines in China is illegal. But the problem is that the Chinese don't trust their own drugs. So there is an illegal trading of Indian vaccines which is happening on Chinese social media. Common Chinese don't have access to global social media. They're not there on Twitter or Facebook because all these are banned and blocked inside China. But on local Chinese social media platforms, they are trading Indian drugs.
Sensational details emerge in Tunisha death case. Mother says murder angle not ruled out. Shizan to be produced in court. Cops likely to push for extended remand. BCCI says Rishabh Pant's condition stable. Wishes poured in for Pant's speedy recovery. BJP kickstarts Mission Karnataka. Shah set on a visit to Bengaluru. Big development in stolen idol row. Tamil Nadu police begins process for repatriation. And horrific shootout reported in the national capital. Gym owner is shot dead. The police investigation is on. A very good morning, the last morning of 2022, and we begin with some news of our forces, viewers. Military commandos give a befitting reply to terrorist operations. In an exclusive conversation with my colleague Zeenat, the military commandos have revealed chilling details of the encounter. Take a look.
Today I'm introducing you to those men, those elite commandos who actually killed these dreaded terrorists. I'm joined by one such commando. रिपब्लिक से बात करने के लिए शुक्रिया। क्या आपके कई चीज़ें हमने सुनी हैं, तो आपका कैसा एक्सपीरियंस रहा है इस तरह के टेररिस्ट को न्यूट्रलाइज करना, खासकर जो ऑपरेशन मुगल गार्डन में हुआ?
मैम, जो ऑपरेशन हुआ था जिसमें उसका हवा बना रखा था परे, सलीम परे, और जितना बता रखा था उसने 17-18 किलिंग्स की हुई थी सिविलियंस की। इसके अलावा 18-19 कॉर्डन तोड़ के भागा हुआ था। जब हमें इंटेलिजेंस मिली तो हमने उसको ईजिली उसको, क्योंकि हमारी प्रोफेशनल स्किल्स ऐसी हैं कि हमने उसको पकड़ लिया और मतलब उसने फायर फाइट की हमारे साथ और विद इन 5 मिनट्स उसको न्यूट्रलाइज कर दिया। तो मैम जैसे उसकी कैटेगरी थी A++, उस हिसाब का वो मतलब हमारी फोर्सेस के सामने कहीं नहीं टिकता था। हमने उसको विद इन 5 मिनट्स गन फाइट में उसको वहीं पे ढेर कर दिया और विदाउट एनी सिविलियन कैजुअलिटी।
काफ़ी स्विफ्ट ऑपरेशन रहा वो यहाँ मुगल गार्डन में, और जो सलीम परे था करीब 8 साल से ज़्यादा एक्टिव था, इतनी सारी किलिंग्स थी, तो कई जब आपने उसको, क्योंकि आपका फर्स्ट हैंड एक्सपीरियंस रहा है, आपने उसको मारा है, तो आपको पहले डर नहीं लगा कि ये इतने साल से एक्टिव है, काफ़ी एक्सपीरियंस है, ट्रेंड है?
मैम ऐसा डर की कोई बात नहीं है, जो हमारी स्किल्स होती है, हमारी ट्रेनिंग होती है, वो इसी हिसाब की होती है कि उससे भी 10 गुना अगर कोई ट्रेंड होगा तो हम उसे इजीली न्यूट्रलाइज कर सकें।
एक और ऑपरेशन हुआ था यहाँ बिशंबर नगर श्रीनगर में, जहाँ पर 2 पाकिस्तानी टेररिस्ट को न्यूट्रलाइज किया था। अगेन आप उस वक्त भी उस ऑपरेशन को लीड कर रहे थे और आपने उन टेररिस्ट को मारा।
जी मैम, क्योंकि उन टेररिस्ट ने मैम हमारे जो जवान थे उनकी किलिंग्स की थी और एक कायरतापूर्ण काम किया था उन लोगों ने, तो हमारे दिल में था कि इनको जितने जल्दी न्यूट्रलाइज कर सकें। हमने विद इन वीक उन दोनों को न्यूट्रलाइज किया। मैडम वो कोवर्ट ऑपरेशन था और मतलब इजीली मैम जो मतलब हमारी स्किल्स हैं वो अनमैचेबल थी उनके सामने। और बिल्कुल
थोड़ा सा बताएंगे कि किस तरह से मूवमेंट आप लोगों का हुआ, किस तरह से इंट आया, किस तरह से मोबिलाइज हुआ पूरा फोर्स, और क्या ऑपरेशन में जो फाइट हुआ वो किस तरह का हुआ?
मैम ये एक यूनिक ऑपरेशन था, कोवर्ट ऑपरेशन था, जिसको मैं लीड कर रहा था। जैसे हमें इंटेलिजेंस मिली एक घर के अंदर की, जिस मालिक ने उसको रखा हुआ था, तो हमने पहले उससे इंटेलिजेंस गैदर की और हमें एक घर के अंदर ही उसको था। तो जैसे ही हम लोग वहाँ पहुँचे, मैं और मेरा बड्डी, उसको पहले से सूचना मिल गई थी कि फोर्सेस आ गई हैं और वो भी एकदम प्रिपेयर थे दोनों के दोनों। तो जैसे ही हमारा आमना सामना हुआ मैम, एकदम हमने उसको ओवर पावर किया, लेकिन उसने अपनी जितनी ट्रेनिंग उसको दी गई थी उसने अपनी यूज़ की, लेकिन हमारी ट्रेनिंग उनके ऊपर भारी पड़ी और विद इन हैंड फाइट प्लस गन फाइट हमने उसको विद इन 2 मिनट्स में उसको न्यूट्रलाइज कर दिया दोनों को।
तो आपके बारे में बताया जाता है कि आपके बॉडी में स्प्लिंटर्स अभी भी लगे हैं, कई ऑपरेशंस में आप जख्मी हुए, उसके बाद भी ऐसे ऑपरेशंस लीड करते डर नहीं लगता?
मैम डर की कोई बात नहीं है, मतलब हम लोग बने इसी चीज़ के लिए हैं और स्प्लिंटर मैम लगे हैं, लेकिन जज्बा कायम है अभी तक।
So we have one more such commando. Again, he was leading from the front and he again killed foreign terrorists, the Pakistani terrorists in Malura, which is again in the outskirts of Srinagar. आप अपना एक्सपीरियंस बताइए, जब मालूरा में ऑपरेशन हुआ आपने पाकिस्तानी टेररिस्ट को मारा।
थैंक यू मैम। लास्ट ईयर हमको एक इनपुट मिला था एक फॉरेन टेररिस्ट के और सोफिस्टिकेटेड वेपन्स के साथ में प्रेजेंस के रिगार्डिंग मलूरा विलेज में। तो इनपुट मिलते ही हमने स्विफ्ट एक ऑपरेशन प्लान किया और ऑपरेशन प्लान करने के हम मलूरा के लिए रश कर गए। रश करके हमने कॉर्डन ले किया। कॉर्डन ले करने के दौरान ही मैसिव फायर स्टार्ट हो गया। एक्सचेंज ऑफ फायर में हमने भी रिटेलिएशन किया। जब हम अपना कॉर्डन ले किया था तो टारगेट एरिया का जो रियर साइड था वो एक ओपन पैच था। उस ओपन पैच को कवर करना बड़ा रिस्की था, बट मैं और मेरी एक स्मॉल टीम ने हमने बैक साइड में पोजीशन ली और वहाँ पर हमने रिटेलिएशन एक्सचेंज ऑफ फायर, हमारा मैसिव एक्सचेंज ऑफ फायर स्टार्ट हो गया। इसी दौरान टेररिस्ट को जब फोर्सेज का इफेक्टिव रिटेलिएशन मिला तो उसने वहाँ से एस्केप करने की कोशिश की और उसके पास में यूबीजीएल था, उसने ग्रेनेड लॉन्च किया जिसमें मेरे साथ में मेरे बडीज थे, उनको स्प्लिंटर इंजरी आई। उसके फॉलोअप में उसने मैसिव फायर करते हुए और आगे बढ़ने की कोशिश की, बट हमने भी इफेक्टिव रिटेलिएशन किया और कुछ टाइम पीरियड के लिए टेररिस्ट रिट्राइव हो गया और बैक साइड में चला गया। कुछ टाइम बाद फिर उन्होंने वहीं से ओपन पैच से अपनी जान बचाने के लिए भागने की कोशिश की। मैं और मेरी टीम ने हैवी एक्सचेंज ऑफ फायर रिटेलिएशन किया। उस दौरान एक्सचेंज ऑफ फायर के दौरान मुझे बुलेट इंजरी भी हुई, बट मैं और मेरी टीम ने अपनी पोजीशन होल्ड की और हमने विद इन फ्यू मिनट्स हमने उसको न्यूट्रलाइज कर दिया। ये हमारा एक सक्सेसफुल ऑपरेशन था। इंजरीज हमको हुई बट हमने एक सक्सेसफुल ऑपरेशन को अंजाम दिया।
आपको बुलेट भी लगा है, बुलेट इंजरी भी आपको हुई है, कई ऑपरेशंस में आपको लीड करते हुए देखा है, फर्स्ट टाइम एक्सपीरियंस रहा है टेररिस्ट के साथ और उनको न्यूट्रलाइज। कितने ऐसे ऑपरेशंस हैं जहां आपने न्यूट्रलाइज किया है?
मैं अभी तक 5 सक्सेसफुल ऑपरेशन में पार्टिसिपेट कर चुका हूं और उसमें अप्रोक्स 10 के समथिंग हमने टेररिस्ट न्यूट्रलाइज किए हैं, जिसमें से 7 फॉरेन टेररिस्ट थे। तो पाकिस्तानी। तो ये है मैं और मेरी टीम की एक पॉजिटिव एस्पेक्ट्स है, हमने इतने सक्सेसफुली ऑपरेशंस को अंजाम दिया है।
So this tells you that how the forces actually lead from front, how they experience the entire situation, and not only experience, here it is very important how quick you are in decision making, because the one who's just sitting across or who's just watching you is your enemy and you know well how to neutralize those. With Vijay Firdaus Wani, I'm Zinat Zishan Fazil for Republic in Srinagar.
And as we continue saluting our forces, that's a wonderful year for our Army. Let me also go across and move to the latest update that is coming on Rishabh Pant's health. He continues to be at Max's hospital in Dehradun, where my colleague Harsha is reporting from. The reports are showing there's an injury in the knee. We're also getting details of the X-ray report that has been accessed by Harsha. Harsha, if you can give us more details about what the doctors are saying about his condition.
Exactly. Now we are getting to know the X-ray report which Republic is playing right now. Is right now the X-ray report which Rishabh Pant X-ray which was done in Saksham Hospital. This is a very hospital where Rishabh Pant was taken after he met an accident on the Narsan border. The Saksham Hospital is the first hospital where Rishabh Pant was taken for the primary treatment, and this is the X-ray report which we are showing on our screen, which can be clearly seen the knee injury, the broken knee, and the ligament fracture which can be seen, because right now it's all fracture on Rishabh Pant's right and left knee, but more of the damage has been done. More of the deep injury is on the right knee, which can be seen on the X-ray. But today the fresh X-ray and the MRI of Rishabh Pant will be done in Max Hospital. Till now the preparation of MRI is being done in Max Hospital. This is the X-ray which we are showing is of the Saksham Hospital. The primary X-ray which was done in Saksham Hospital, which clearly states that was the condition of the knee and the right foot of Rishabh Pant. And today, after the fresh MRI and X-ray, it will be clear what is right now the condition of the knee of Rishabh Pant. Back to you.
I also want, Harsha, for you to give us just more details, because earlier you were speaking and telling us there are details about him coming to the national capital. What are we hearing about that?
Right now we have got to know that DDCA and BCCI officials are here in Dehradun at Max Hospital. What more we are getting to know that the airlifting, the parents of Rishabh Pant has demanded for Rishabh Pant to be airlifted to national capital, but till now there is no response has come from the state government of Uttarakhand or from the Max Hospital administration that what are right now the planning, and will he be moved or airlifted to national capital today or day after. Then only the situation of Rishabh Pant is being monitored. We are expecting that after afternoon some major decision after the MRI of Rishabh Pant is done. After then the decision for him to be airlifted to national capital will be taken by the family members and the Max Hospital administration. All eyes are on the MRI scan which will be done of Rishabh Pant today afternoon. After that, decision of him being airlifted will be taken today. Back to you.
All right, details that are coming in, and viewers, we're also getting an update on Rishabh Pant's condition. Like Harsha was telling us, Republic accesses the X-ray report of Rishabh Pant, which was done earlier. The DDCA has also informed that a team of Delhi and District Cricket Association is going to monitor the situation on his health, and possibly he could be shifted to the national capital for plastic surgery. The latest update on the MRI has been given by Harsha. The monitoring continues of Rishabh Pant's health. His condition is stable. And as we access the X-ray report, it's also being thought of whether he needs to move to the capital. Okay, Harsha, if I can come across to you once more. There is also some details, Harsha, that is coming in about his family, and they possibly would not know how much effort is being put in from the DDCA's medical team. It's in confidence that things are being stated. His mother and manager say that they have not been contacted by the DDCA's medical team, but it's possible in complete confidence the DDCA's medical team also taking a look at this.
Exactly. What we are gathering is that DDC has moved their medical team to Dehradun, and right now we're expecting the medical team to reach the Max Hospital by around 12 o'clock. BCCI official already have reached Max Hospital, but DDCA medical team is supposed to reach here at Max Hospital at around 12 o'clock. And parents are not much informed about this entire thing, because we spoke off cam to the mother of Rishabh Pant, and she says that BCCI official has asked us not to reveal more of the details, but about the DDCA medical team, the parents don't know much touch about that. DDCA medical team is also in touch with the Max Hospital administration. But right now what we are gathering is that plastic surgery. The plastic surgery of Rishabh Pant, yesterday the first layer of the plastic surgery of Rishabh Pant was done because he had got a very narrow cut here on the upper side of the right eyebrow, and the first layering of the plastic surgery was done yesterday evening. But details of his orthopedic and whether more of the plastic surgery is required because there's some distortion on the forehead. The plastic surgery will be done in that area too, and that will be done in communication with the DDCA medical team. Therefore, a team of DDCA medical team has been moved from Delhi to Dehradun. They are expected to come here at 12 o'clock. Then the medical team of Max and DDCA will have a joint word regarding how to go on the further process of Rishabh Pant plastic surgery and any orthopedic surgery if it is needed, because there is a severe injury on his right knee. There's a ligament injury and there are many abrasions in the back. Therefore, all eyes are on the wait of DDCA medical team to reach here at Max Hospital. Parents are not sharing much of the information because of the confidence and because of the contract which the cricketer has with BCCI. Back to you.
All right, Harsha giving us those latest details, tracking this particular focus since yesterday, where she's been at the spot of the accident as well as now at the hospital to take a look at what medical updates we are getting on his health. Thank you, Harsha. We'll come back to you as the nation continues praying for a speedy recovery for Rishabh Pant. Moving on, viewers, to the other top focus. After a massive controversy, Cristiano Ronaldo completed a lucrative move to Saudi Arabian club Al Nassr in a deal that is a landmark moment for Middle Eastern soccer, but it will also see one of Europe's biggest stars disappear from the sports elite stage. Take a look.
Once the Portugal captain Cristiano Ronaldo joined Saudi Arabian club Al Nassr after his walkout from Manchester United, Cristiano Ronaldo departed Old Trafford last month following an explosive television interview. In the interview, the 37-year-old football legend said that he felt betrayed by the club. Al Nassr issued a statement saying the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner will stay with the club until 2025 and is set to receive the biggest football salary in history. Ironically, his new deal comes 6 months after he turned down a £305 million offer from another Saudi team, Al Hilal, claiming he was happy in Manchester. Ronaldo recently returned from the Middle East, where he made history, becoming the first man to score in 5 different World Cups when he played with Portugal's opening win against Ghana.
Now Cristiano Ronaldo will be plying his trade in the Saudi Pro League, and he could even play in the AFC Champions League if Al Nassr qualify for the tournament, a tournament that Mumbai City FC is a part of this year.
Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And some national news in brief. Authorities in Pennsylvania arrested a suspect in the killings of 4 University of Idaho students who were stabbed to death in their beds more than a month ago. Kohlberger is now being held for 4 charges of first-degree murder. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un held a meeting with the party's top officials. The Politburo meeting discussed the issue of taking some important measures to promote 2023 national economy. Southwest Airlines is returning to normal flight schedule as the focus shifts to making things right for more than 1 million passengers whose flights had been cancelled last week due to the winter storm. Krishtai Duffy, president of Carnival Cruise Lines, along with senior members, practiced raising in the New York Eats Ball above Times Square. The event will be held today. The ball will be lowered at midnight to mark the start of 2023. Hundreds of gathered at St. John's in Laterna Basilica for a special mass in honor of 95-year-old Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI. Francis called for prayers for Benedict, resulting in an outpouring of messages of solidarity from rank-and-file Catholics and cardinals alike. With the Rose Bowl parade just a few days away, Claremont McKenna College is getting their preparations ready. 90,000 floral arrangements will be used at the Rose Parade, which will be held on the 2nd of Jan. Democrats in Congress have released thousands of pages of former President Trump's tax returns. The documents provide most detailed picture to date of his finances over a 6-year period, including his time in White House. An American singer, Steven Tyler, has been accused of sexual assault by a woman who claims to have had a relationship with him as a teenager. The lawsuit accuses Tyler of sexual assault, sexual battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Coming up after a short break, BJP kickstarts Mission Karnataka. Shah set on a visit to Bengaluru. Big development in stolen idol row. Tamil Nadu police begins process for repatriation. And big development in stolen idol row. Tamil Nadu police begins process for repatriation.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि काम इंसान की जाती है ये उस तरीके से नहीं की गई वही मेरे को दुख है। मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ 101 तक का वो मर्डर है। सच्चाई बताता तो मेरे को भी दबा के छोड़ देती थी।
Raid which has taken place in a place called Thonakil, which is about 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president of PFI. His home was raided, Nawaz. Now this is the very home where the raid had just been concluded. About 56 locations in Kerala like these, the 2-tier PFI workers, their homes are being raided.
Yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling. This grass they were carrying in, and this is the kathua made. So it possibly suggests that they loaded this truck from the kathua area, and somewhat there only the terrorists transferred or shifted to this consignment. But they gathered and they entered this truck only somewhere near Kathua.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि काम इंसान की जाती है ये उस तरीके से नहीं की गई वही मेरे को दुख है। मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ 101 तक का वो मर्डर है। सच्चाई बताता तो मेरे को भी दबा के छोड़ देती थी।
Raid which has taken place in a place called Thonakil, which is about 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president of PFI. His home was raided, Nawaz. Now this is the very home where the raid had just been concluded. About 56 locations in Kerala like these, the 2-tier.
And there's breaking news that's coming in. Senior Congress leader, former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Kamal Nath now says Rahul Gandhi will be the opposition's prime ministerial face in 2024 polls. Is Rahul Gandhi the opposition face? Flutter being created by former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Kamal Nath, who now says Rahul will be the prime ministerial face for the opposition in 2024. Now, as this is coming ahead and these details are being given out by Kamal Nath, and we'll also try and get in a picture of what's really been happening. The latest details had also come in about Akhilesh Yadav, who could also have been a part of the opposition, where they had been differences which had been seen with the strategies that were being employed in the Bharat Jodo Yatra, which has clearly been a big flop as the opposition rejects the Bharat Jodo Yatra. The BJP is also now hitting out at Kamal Nath for these comments, but the breaking news that's coming in, he has now stated Rahul Gandhi will be the opposition's prime ministerial face in 2024 polls. The Congress claims Rahul Gandhi is the opposition face, and already the BJP has hit out at Kamal Nath for the utterances that he will be the prime ministerial face. Remember, this is coming as the opposition has completely rejected Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra. Netas are mocking the Bharat Jodo Yatra. The opposition has rejected it. So these comments by Kamal Nath clearly show the Congress continues to be in denial. Let me go across to BJP spokesperson, BJP leader Shehzad Poonawalla, who's joining us on the phone line. Shehzad, yet again, it seems the Congress is in denial. How are you looking at the latest utterances by Kamal Nath? Across to Shehzad, let me also look at the reactions that are coming in.
Kamal Ji has made a candid admission that in 2024 Rahul Gandhi will be the opposition's prime ministerial candidate. Has Mamata Banerjee ji, Nitish Kumar ji, Arvind Kejriwal ji, KCR ji, Mayawati ji, Akhilesh ji, Arvind Kejriwal ji, all of them endorsed this? Is this the reason why they are keeping away from the so-called Bharat Jodo Yatra? And today it's clear that this is not a Bharat Jodo Yatra. This is for Rahul Gandhi a Satta Jodo Yatra. It is not a Pad Yatra. It is a Padon ke liye Yatra, a Yatra for post. It is a Yatra for relaunch, repackaging of Rahul Gandhi for 2024. One thing Kamal Nath ji has unwittingly admitted, that at best they can only be the opposition's prime ministerial candidate, which means in 2024 too, they will be in the opposition. Today, one thing is clear, that Rahul Gandhi only wants to do this so-called Bharat Jodo Yatra for his own political purposes. But unfortunately, forget Bharat Jodo, which has already been done by Sardar Patel. Today, people and leaders are saying Congress Chodo. 52 leaders in Balia in Uttar Pradesh have left the Congress even before this Yatra has reached there. We have seen in Telangana, people from Congress have left. Goa, Rajasthan, Karnataka, place after place, there is Congress versus Congress. So Rahul Gandhi should first focus on Congress Jodo.
Okay, as the BJP hits out at Kamal Nath's utterances, the opposition rejects Bharat Jodo Yatra. Shehzad Poonawalla has now attacked the BJP. The BJP is attacking, I beg your pardon, the Congress party for being in denial. They also take on Congress over the Rahul Prime Minister pitch. The Bharat Jodo Yatra has been a flop, which has been rejected by the opposition. But Kamal Nath, in denial, former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister, senior Congress leader, now says Rahul Gandhi is going to be the prime ministerial face in 2024. As we are looking to get more reactions, we'll also try and see what Kamal Nath had stated when he had spoken about Rahul Gandhi. He says, and I'm going to hear the tweet also of Shehzad, who said, Kamal Nath says Rahul will be opposition prime ministerial face for 2024. Does Mamata Banerjee, Akhilesh, KCR, Nitish, Mayawati, Kejriwal agree? Let me go across to Sardar RP Singh joining us on the phone line. RP Singh, it's very, very clear that the BJP has hit out at this claim by Kamal Nath, but the Congress continues to be in denial.
Well, there's no doubt that ultimately they have no other face than Rahul Gandhi to project as a Prime Minister's candidate. And whole of this effort which they are doing right now of this Bharat Jodo Yatra is objective is that only, that to project Rahul Gandhi as the face of the opposition put together. Whether they will come or not, we don't know. Only the time will tell whether Akhilesh Yadav will accept Rahul Gandhi as his Prime Minister's face of the next election, or whether Kejriwal will accept him, or whether Mamata Banerjee or KCR will accept him as a Prime Ministerial face. But yes, all of the effort is only for that only, that how to project Rahul Gandhi as the face of the opposition as the Prime Minister candidate.
Yes, and RP Singh, just one more question here. It's almost the Bharat Jodo Yatra that has completely flopped. Mamata Banerjee, Akhilesh, KCR, Nitish, Mayawati, Kejriwal, nobody has been spoken to, but a claim has been made that the opposition's prime ministerial candidate is going to be Rahul Gandhi. Is there even a united opposition today?
Well, it's very seriously doubted that they accept him as a face, they accept him even as a leader, or they even believe that Congress can lead the country, because in each respective state they're opposing Congress party. For example, in UP, Samajwadi Party don't want to give space of his vote bank, their vote bank, to Congress, or for that regard, even in West Bengal. And why would Nitish Kumar accept Rahul Gandhi as his leader and give the space within Bihar, although they are in alliance, but they would not like to give the space to Congress or Rahul Gandhi in Bihar also.
Correct, absolutely. One final question, RP Singh. Kamal Nath says Rahul does not do politics for power, but when you're talking about the opposition, it's extremely clear. The opposition at least needs to be clear that the Bharat Jodo Yatra is also something in which they were not able to get the opposition to be supporting them.
Well, are they running a NGO or are they running a political party? I mean, when they say that he's not doing it for power or he's not in the race of the prime ministership or this complete Bharat Jodo Yatra is not for political objectives. I mean, they are not running an NGO. They are running a political party, and political parties are there to win elections and to serve people of the country with the agenda of the people. But fact is, this Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra has been tremendously a failure because neither is able to align the opposition, neither is able to get people on board. I mean, it's only the Congress workers in respective states or wherever they are in power, they have tried to huddle the people together to the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Otherwise,
yes,
it has been utter failure.
Absolutely. BJP leader RP Singh there clearly stating this seems to have been a statement that has been uttered without any opposition unity. Thank you, RP Singh, for those details. The other top focus, viewers, continues to be today as we're looking at the Vadra Congress in denial mode. Coming up after a short break, the BJP kickstarts Mission Karnataka. Shah is set on a visit to Bengaluru.
Raid which has taken place in a place called Thonekil, which is 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president of PFI. His home was raided, Nawaz. Now this is the very home where the raid had just been concluded. About 56 locations in Kerala like these, the two-tier PFI workers, their homes are being raided.
Yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling, this grass they were carrying in, and this is the kathua made. So it possibly suggests that they loaded this truck from the kathua area and somewhat there only the terrorists transferred or shifted to this consignment. But they gathered and they entered this truck only somewhere near Kathua.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि काम इंसान की जाती क्या ये उस तरीके से नहीं की गई वही मेरे को दुख है। मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ 101 तक का वो मर्डर है। सच्चाई बताता तो मेरे को भी दबा के छोड़ देती थी।
Raid which has taken place in a place called Thonekil, which is about 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president of PFI. His home was raided, Nawaz. Now this is the very home where the raid had just been concluded. About 56 locations in Kerala like these, the two-tier PFI workers, their homes are being raided.
Yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling, this grass they were carrying in, and this is the kathua made. So it possibly suggests that they loaded this truck from the kathua area and somewhat there only the terrorists transferred or shifted.
Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra has been a flop show. The opposition has rejected it. Even Congress leaders have mocked Rahul's Yatra. But the Vadra Congress
Yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling, this grass they were carrying in, and this is the kathua made. So it possibly suggests that they loaded this truck from the kathua area and somewhat there only the terrorists transferred or shifted to this consignment. But they gathered and they entered this truck only somewhere near Kathua.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि काम इंसान की जाती क्या ये उस तरीके से नहीं की गई वही मेरे को दुख है। मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ 101 तक का वो मर्डर है। सच्चाई बताता तो मेरे को भी दबा के छोड़ देती थी।
raid which has taken place in a place called Thonakil, which is about 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president of PFI. His home was raided, Nawaz. Now this is the very home where the raid had just been concluded. About 56 locations in Kerala like these, the two-tier PFI workers, their homes are being raided.
Yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling. This grass they were carrying in, and this is the kathua made. So it possibly suggests that they loaded this truck from the kathua area, and somewhat there only the terrorists transferred or shifted to this consignment. But they gathered and they entered this truck only somewhere near Kathua.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि एक आम इंसान की जाती, क्या ये उस
Urgent Tunisha death case, mother says murder angle not ruled out. Shizan to be produced in the court. Courts are likely to push for extended demand. BCCI says Rishabh Pant's condition is stable. Wishes pour in for Pant's speedy recovery. BJP kickstarts Mission Karnataka. Shah set on a visit to Bengaluru. Big development in the stolen idol row. Tamil Nadu police begins process for repatriation. Horrific shootout reported in the national capital. Gym owner shot dead. Police say the probe is on. Good morning. Welcome to Republic TV. I'm Ridhumanan Bhardwaj. Viewers, our focus continues to be on wishes that pour in for Rishabh Pant's speedy recovery. There's a narrow escape that took place when his car collided with a divider on the Delhi-Dehradun highway. Now the details that are coming in are Rishabh Pant's mother Saroj Pant and manager have informed that they've not been contacted by the DDCA's medical team. The BCCI team and the team of doctors of Max are in constant touch, which is kept in complete confidence, and the family is also not being told the details. The latest update that we are getting on Rishabh Pant's condition, the DDCA medical team is to reach Dehradun Max Hospital at around 12:30 p.m. today in 1.5 hours. We've also got our reporter Harsha on the ground who's been reporting from the hospital today morning. Republic has accessed the X-ray report of Rishabh Pant, which was done earlier at Saksham Hospital, and the DDCA has also informed that a team of Delhi and District Cricket Association is going to Max Hospital in Dehradun to monitor his health. If required, he could also be shifted to the national capital. Chances are high that he could be airlifted to Delhi for plastic surgery. Since morning, several details have come in on Rishabh Pant's health. The Uttarakhand Chief Minister has spoken to the family. The Prime Minister has also expressed concern and speedy recovery to Rishabh Pant, along with a lot of help to the family. What we know so far as to what happened is at 5:21 a.m. Two nights ago, his car collided with the divider. The car was charred after the accident. He had the presence of mind to move out of the car. Let me go across to Harsha for all the latest details. Harsha, if you can give us details about his medical health, the X-ray that has been accessed by you, and what is happening at Max Super Speciality Hospital in Dehradun, where you are reporting from.
Exactly. Right now we are seeing that since the time his car collided and he was admitted to the Saksham Hospital, and the news came out from that time to till now, the friends, the family members, everyone who knows Rishabh Pant closely or have been seeing him, his wicket keeping in the Indian cricket team, all have been pouring wishes of the speedy recovery. Right now I'm reporting from Max Super Speciality Hospital. All are waiting for DDCA medical team to reach Dehradun, this Max Super Speciality Hospital, at around 12:30 p.m. between between 12:30 to 1 p.m. in the afternoon. And the team of doctors here at Max are also waiting for the DTCA medical team to come here and speak to the family members of Rishabh Pant and see till now the scans which has been done by the Saksham Hospital and by the Max Hospital. And after the detailed and thorough investigation of all the X-ray reports and MRI reports of Rishabh Pant, the final decision of Rishabh Pant to be airlifted and taken to National Capital will be taken by DTCA, BCCI officials and Max Hospital team. We are expecting that around 2 p.m. the decision will finally be taken that Rishabh Pant, when he will be taken to the National Capital, and will he be taken via ambulance or he will be airlifted, what is his present condition, because right now doctors of Max has been speaking to us off camera and they have been stating that Rishabh Pant is stable, he is being monitored, he is admitted in the second floor of Max Hospital, he is not in the ICU, he is being monitored in the orthopedics department. The team of orthopedic surgeon and doctors are monitoring him continuously because of the injury he has got in his right knee, the ligament injuries, the forehead injury and the abrasions in the back. There were many burn marks which operation has been done yesterday through plastic surgery. So these are the details which we are picking from the Max Super Speciality Hospital in Dehradun. Wait for the DTCA medical team to come here at around 1 o'clock, and then the final analysis report of Rishabh Pant will be shared with the media. But we are expecting BCCI officials to release a press advisory and press release on the condition of Rishabh Pant at around 4 p.m. These are the details which are coming in from Max Super Speciality Hospital. Back to you.
Yes, and even as these details are coming in, Harsha, we also want to come back to you. I'll come back to you, but first let's also take a look at the reaction of an eyewitness who was present on the ground and states that he'd helped Rishabh Pant in those initial moments at 5:21 when his car had collided with the divider. Listen into what really happened on that night.
मैंने देखा दिल्ली साइड से मेरे साथ में मेरा कनेक्टर परमजीत बैठा हुआ था। मखा परमजीत एक्सीडेंट होगा क्योंकि मैंने उसको वहाँ पर लिया था दूर से ही, वो गाड़ी की लाइटों के हिसाब से मखा एक्सीडेंट होगा। ये भी इसने भी कहा कि भाई एक्सीडेंट होगा। हमें नहीं पता था कि वो एक्सीडेंट हमारी तरफ कूद जाएगी। जैसे ही वो गाड़ी नज़दीक आती गई, वो 100 मीटर के से पहले डिवाइडर कूद के हमारी साइड में आ गई, हरिद्वार से ये मुजफ्फरनगर की साइड में। उस गाड़ी ने डिवाइडर पे चढ़ते हुए, क्योंकि वो बहुत मजबूत डिवाइडर होता है, उससे ऊपर आके उसने 4 पलटे लिए हैं। पलटे खा के फिर सीधी हुई है। सीधी होकर जैसे ही वो हमारी तरफ चली, हमने देखा भाई आज तो बिल्कुल ही बचने का नाम नूम के, क्योंकि सीधी आमने सामने की टक्कर है। तो देखा जी वो कनेक्टर साइड में जा रही थोड़ी ही, तो मैंने क्या करा, हम भी कनेक्टर साइड, मैंने उसकी गाड़ी की कटाई कर दी ड्राइवर साइड में। जैसे ही थोड़ा फासला मिला, क्योंकि 50 मीटर में फासला बन गया, वो गाड़ी साइड में निकल के आगे डिवाइडर से टकरा गई और वो गाड़ी घूम गई, जिससे मैंने जल्दी से उतरा। मेरा कनेक्टर उठा कनेक्टर साइड से, हमने दोनों को देखा, वो आधा बाहर था। ठीक है, हम बाहर था तो मैं ये तो एक्सपायर हो चुका है। हमने उसको घसीट कर बाहर निकाल दिया, उस पर कच्चे वाले उस पर डिवाइडर पर ले गए। मैंने उसको छोटा, मैं ये परमजीत उसके साथ था। मैंने देखा भाई गाड़ी में कोई पर्सन, कोई बच्चा, कोई बुजुर्ग, कोई लेडीज़ तो नहीं है, क्योंकि गाड़ी में इस टाइम तो कोई न कोई पर्सन होगा। मैं इतने में वो होश में आ गया, थोड़ा बोलिया वो बोले अब इसमें कोई नहीं। मैं भाग के, मैं कहा भाई साहब इसमें गाड़ी के ड्राइविंग कोड कर रहा था। बोला मैं ही कर रहा था। मैं कहा कोई इसके अंदर, और बोला कोई नहीं। मैंने उस पर विश्वास नहीं किया। मैं कहा कोई बात नहीं, नया सा एक्सीडेंट कैसे हुआ। तो उसने बताया कि मेरी थोड़ी आँख की झपकी लगी।
निकाला पूरा और उनसे गाड़ी को तलाशा और उनसे भी पूछा। उन्होंने भी कहा कि जो है उन्हें झपके आ गए और अंदर में और कोई नहीं है। उनको अगर कोई और लाइफ होता तो फिर उसे भी बचाना ज़रूरी होता। और फिर बाद में पुलिस की गाड़ी और एम्बुलेंस आ गई और उनके द्वारा फिर इनको हॉस्पिटल पहुंचाया गया। तो हम लोगों ने निर्णय लिया है कि इनको भी, सुशील को भी और परमजीत को भी गुड समारिटन स्कीम के अंतर्गत जो है इनको रिवार्डेड कराया जाएगा, सम्मानित किया जाएगा। बाकी समय से सहायता मिलने से जो है उनको कोई और, कई बार क्या होता है, एक तो बर्न इंजरी हो सकती थी, क्योंकि अगर वो गाड़ी में रह जाते तो गाड़ी तो पूरी जल गई जैसा आपने देखा, या कई बार दूसरी गाड़ी कोई ओवर स्पीड कर रही होती है और उसके नीचे आदमी आ जाता है इस तरह से। तो ओवरऑल सेकेंडरी इंजरी नहीं हुई उसे।
इस टाइम स्थिति क्या है?
इस टाइम बिल्कुल अच्छे हैं, वो नॉर्मल है।
Continue seeing this. Let's listen into the reaction that's coming in of the Uttarakhand DGP who just spoke and said his condition is normal. If we can just try and get that reaction again on Rishabh Pant's health, where the Uttarakhand DGP has spoken. And breaking news that's coming in on the other top focus this morning. After Jai Shri Ram sloganeering during Vande Bharat launch, the BJP has hit out and said there are those people who left their religion for politics. They should be their DNA test and it will make things clear. So after the Jai Shri Ram sloganeering during the Vande Bharat launch, the BJP now hits out at those people who left their religion for politics. They say there should be their DNA test and it will make things easier. Political flight over Jai Shri Ram slogans, the BJP now hitting out at the others for giving precedence to politics over religion. Let's listen into reactions coming in.
नरेंद्र मोदी ने जिस कार्यक्रम में वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग में हिस्सा लिया उसमें ममता बनर्जी जय श्री राम के नारों से चिढ़ गई और वो मंच पर नहीं बैठी।
इन लोगों का स्तर इतना गिर चुका है कि राजनीति के तौर पर अपने धर्म, अपनी आस्था को छोड़ने को तैयार है। बाकी मुझे लगता है कभी कभी इनका डीएनए टेस्ट भी हो तो बहुत कुछ सामने आएगा। शुक्रिया।
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने जिस कार्यक्रम में वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग में हिस्सा लिया उसमें ममता बनर्जी जय श्री राम के नारों से चिढ़ गई और वो मंच पर नहीं बैठी।
इन लोगों का स्तर इतना गिर चुका है कि राजनीति के तौर पर अपने धर्म, अपनी आस्था को छोड़ने को तैयार है। बाकी मुझे लगता है कभी कभी इनका डीएनए टेस्ट भी हो तो बहुत कुछ सामने आएगा। शुक्रिया।
Political fight over Jai Shri Ram slogans, the top focus there, where the DNA test is now being asked for and the BJP is hitting out. And on the last day of 2022, we salute our forces that continue to stand in unity. Forces in Kashmir utilize a variety of weapons to counter terrorism, viewers, and insurgency activities. Diverse range of weapons are used by forces as per operational requirement that is based on situation and location. My colleague Zeenath has filed an exclusive report from the CRPF camp in Srinagar, in which the CRPF commandos display their usage of special weapons. As we salute our forces, take a look at this report.
Forces in the Kashmir Valley use variety of weapons to deal with or to counter terrorism or insurgency activities. Different weapons are used for different needs and for different requirements, and the weapons that have been displayed here is with the elite team of CRPF while dealing in the operational challenges. My VJ Firdaus is showing you the exclusive visuals of the weapons that are lying with the elite team of CRPF. They use this weapon during anti-terror operations in the congested localities, particularly because this is the weapon that helps in solving operational challenges. This helps them when you have to fire accurately, you have to come in contact with the terrorists, and at times the members of the anti-terror operations, these weapons helps them when they are coming in direct contact with the terrorist, when the terrorist is firing. Definitely these weapons helps them in saving their lives. All these things are lying with the Srinagar sector of CRPF because they deal particularly in the downtown area of Srinagar where the operations take place. 2022 has been a bigger successful year as far as the security forces in the Kashmir Valley is concerned. We have witnessed the operation in Srinagar as well, where the dreaded terrorists were neutralized. But what helps security forces, the elite team of CRPF that operates in the Srinagar sector, is also the kind of weaponry that they have. The weapons that have been put here on the display tells the story of this success that comes to CRPF commandos who are trained, well trained. They have been picked up for these kind of operation. In fact, I'm joined by one of the officers here who will brief us about the kind of weaponry that has been put on display. Thank you for talking to Republic. Can you just explain to our viewers that how you use these kind of weapons, what is the caliber, the range, and the success stories of these weapons?
Thank you so much. So here we have all the weapons displayed that we are using here in counter-insurgency operations. These are basically individual weapons that you can see. This is assault rifle AK-47. This is 9mm submachine gun MP5, which has you can see a silencer here. This is an indigenous weapon developed by DRDO, joint venture protective carbine we call it. It uses a very different ammunition, 5.56 into 30. This is again an Israeli weapon, X-95, which uses 5.56 into 45, the same as what we use in INSAS. Again, a very effective, and you can see there is a sight here, a reflex sight, which allows for quick acquisition of the target.
So it's a modified INSAS?
Not modified INSAS. This is in itself a very compact weapon, X-95, an Israeli weapon. And here you can see a very interesting weapon system, which is called corner shot weapon system, again of Israeli origin. In this weapon system, we use Glock pistol. And the basic utility of this system is to engage a target hidden behind a wall or hidden behind a corner. Let us say when we are going into a strange house and we do not know what is behind the corner, so we use the LCD of this weapon system.
LCD gives a clear picture.
Clear picture, and it allows for very accurate engagement of the target without exposing the trooper himself. So the inherent safety is there for the trooper who is operating. These are multiple grenade launchers, 40mm grenade launchers. When we have to fire grenades, 40mm grenades in quick succession, we can fire as many as 6 grenades in quick succession from these. This one is indigenous multiple grenade launcher, and this one here you can see, this is an imported one from South Africa. This is called extra range, XRGL, extra range grenade launcher. You can see a electronic programmable sight which is there, which allows for very accurate engagement of target over ranges of 400 meters. So this is from South Africa, and that one is from Indian Ordnance Factory.
Another sharpshooter gun is there. Can you brief us about how successful this weapon is during combat?
Sniper rifles are basically, whenever we plan our operations, they form a very important part of our operations. So onto our fire bases, we place snipers for the safety of the troopers and for acquisition of the target. So this sniper rifle is a very old yet very relevant sniper rifle. This is of Austrian origin. We call it SAG-69. You can see a telescope. It can engage a target up to 600 meters, and we use 7.62 marksman ammunition, a precision ammunition, not normal ammunition. And we use indigenous ammunition in this rifle.
Similarly, we are having one more sniper rifle. So I have heard that some 2 to 4 snipers are engaged during anti-terror ops.
Yes, snipers, they are usually placed in teams. Ideally we place 2 sniper teams in any operation. So here you can see this is again a very advanced sniper rifle by Heckler & Koch of Germany. And we have got a very advanced optical sight, telescopic sight over it. This can engage targets up to again 600 to 800 meters. And we use the same ammunition that we use in all our sniper rifles, 7.62 into 51. Again, indigenous marksman ammunition we use in it.
There's one more weapon, it's anti-material rifle. So this is quite a long one, it must be difficult to carry. Or what is the success story and the caliber of this kind of weapon, and how successful such kind of weapons are during anti-terror operation? Particularly, we know that the elite team, they function in the congested localities where the operations are done.
Usually, this is a very long-range weapon, and as the name itself suggests, this is anti-material rifle, not to be used in anti-personnel role. So whenever we have to go in for bunker busting, this is pretty heavy weapon, and it is usually carried in 2 parts, barrel separately. This is a multi-barrel system. So one barrel is 14.5 mm and another is 20 mm. So we use 2 ammunition.
The weight actually of this barrel, because it takes lot of effort.
The weight of the weapon is between 12 to 15 kilos, and we use 2 different kinds of ammunition, and use is to bust the bunkers and light armors. So basically wherever we come across concrete walls, so up to a distance of more than a kilometer, with 14.5 mm we engage a target.
So it means morely this weapon is used during Fidayeen type of attacks. So when you know that
No, whenever we are operating in an operation and we have to engage a house from a target, and we have to minimize the collateral damage, and we have to bust the wall, there we use this weapon to bust the wall, bust the concrete wall.
Coming in after the tragic accident in Gujarat's Navsari, Prime Minister tweets, pained by the loss of lives due to road accident in Navsari. My thoughts are with the bereaved families. I hope the injured recovers soon. The Prime Minister says an ex gratia of 2 lakh rupees from the Prime Minister Fund would be given to the next of kin of each deceased. Those injured would also be given 50,000 rupees. And let me go across to Priyanka joining us on the phone line. Priyanka, what are the details we are picking up as the Prime Minister expresses condolences?
Rhythm, this is an accident that had been registered with the authorities by early in the morning at around 4 a.m. When this accident in fact had taken place at the National Highway number 48. In fact, this accident was a collision that had taken place between a Volvo bus and a Fortuner car, in which 8 people had been travelling, and all 8 of them in fact were from the same family who have unfortunately now lost their lives in this collision that took place on the National Highway number 48, because of which there was a massive traffic jam as well that had taken place there at the intersection as well. But of course, we are getting the update that the Prime Minister has also taken cognizance of this kind of a tragic accident that has taken place in the wee hours of Saturday morning, and has also announced the relief to the people that have lost their lives for their next of kin. And of course, there will be a proper investigation, is what we're learning from the Navsari police sources, that they will be looking into how the driver and whether the driver in fact was in a lucid condition to in fact be driving, and whether or not he had been inebriated or not. So all of these things will be investigated as far as this particular collision is concerned, because the entire car that you can also see on your screens of the Fortuner that had been completely busted because of the collision as well. And in that Fortuner, there were 8 people that had been driving, and all of them unfortunately have lost their lives in this collision as well. Of course, the latest coming in that the Prime Minister has also taken cognizance and announced an ex gratia amount as well for the next of kin of the people that have lost their lives.
All right. Thank you, Priyanka, for those details. And the Prime Minister expressing condolences on the horrific road accident at the Navsari Highway.
A day after cricketer Rishabh Pant suffered grave injuries in a horrific accident in Roorkee, wishes continue to pour in for speedy recovery of the cricketer.
बस उनकी तबीयत पूछी, उनकी माताजी से मिले और उनके लिए प्रार्थना की, सारे देश की प्रार्थनाएं उनके पास लेके गए, और कपूर साहब और मैं एज फैंस गए थे. That's it.
ऋषभ बात कर रहे हैं अच्छे से, बेटर है सर?
मच बेटर, हाँ बिल्कुल.
A team of Delhi and District Cricket Association is headed to Dehradun to monitor Rishabh Pant's health. Pant is likely to be airlifted to the national capital for plastic surgery. The 25-year-old cricketer, who was on his way to his hometown Roorkee to surprise his mother, suffered injuries on his head, back and feet following the accident. The cricketer's health condition is stable now. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Up after a short break, big development in the stolen idol row. Tamil Nadu police begins process for repatriation. Horrific shootout reported in national capital. Gym owner is shot dead. Police say the probe is on.
झाके रे झाके झरोखे से झाके हैरत से आंखें अपनी सी दुनिया नई रंगी लागे ख्यालों की खिड़की से मन कूदे भागे झाके रे झाके झरोखे से झाके देख के दंग है छोटे बड़े सारे झाके रे झाके हर कोई ताके तरक्की को टुक टुक हर कोई ताके झाके रे झाके
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि काम इंसान की जाती, क्या ये उस तरीके से नहीं की गई?
नहीं की गई, वही मेरे को दुख है। मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ, 101 तक का वो मर्डर है। सच्चाई बताते तो मेरे को भी दबा के छोड़ देती थी।
Raid which has taken place in a place called Thonakil, which is about 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president of PFI. His home was raided, Nawaz. Now this is the very home where the raid had just been concluded. About 56 locations in Kerala like these, the two-tier PFI workers, their homes are being raided.
Yesterday in this very place of the Sidra,
The new thing that the Chinese have done is that now they are buying Indian COVID vaccines on the black market. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll have you know that buying Indian COVID vaccines in China is illegal. But the problem is that the Chinese don't trust their own drugs. So, there is an illegal trading of Indian vaccines which is happening on Chinese social media. Common Chinese don't have access to global social media. They're not there on Twitter or Facebook because all these are banned and blocked inside China. But on local Chinese social media platforms, they are trading Indian drugs.
कि वो थोड़ा सा इस्लामिक रीति रिवाजों को
फॉलो करने लगी थी, उसमें चेंजेस आनी शुरू हो गई थी। वो सुसाइड करने वाली भी नहीं थी, मे बी उसका मर्डर भी हुआ हो।
Sensational details emerge in Tunisia death case. Mother says murder angle not ruled out. She's on to be produced in court. Cops likely to push for extended remand. BCCI says Rishabh Pant's condition stable. Wishes pour in for Pant's speedy recovery. BJP kickstarts Mission Karnataka. Shah sets on a visit to Bengaluru. Big development in stolen idol row. Tamil Nadu police begins process for repatriation. Horrific shootout reported in national capital. Gym owner shot dead. Police says probe is on. Hello and welcome viewers. Thank you for tuning into Republic TV. I am Priyanka Sharma. We are live and breaking and getting you the updates of Rishabh Pant. Even as we see across the country where in fact prayers are pouring in for Rishabh Pant's speedy recovery, we're getting you breaking updates as far as the DDCA spokesperson is concerned, to whom now Republic has spoken exclusively, who has in fact spoken to us about Rishabh Pant's medical condition. The DDCA medical team to reach Dehradun hospital at around 12:30 p.m. is the latest that we are picking up. Now, Republic has also accessed the X-ray reports of Rishabh Pant, which was done in the Saksham hospital. But let's first up listen in, viewers, to that exclusive conversation that Republic has been able to have with the DDCA spokesperson.
डीडीसीए के जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी राजन जी हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं बात करने के लिए। आज डीडीसीए की एक टीम ऋषभ पंत को लेने के लिए देहरादून जाएगी और हम राजन जी से बात करते हैं। सर, बताया जा रहा है कि एक आपकी टीम देहरादून जाने वाली है।
देखिए, हमारे प्रेसिडेंट मिस्टर रोहन जेटली जी ने वो ऋषभ पंत की फैमिली के टच में है और उसकी ट्रीटमेंट के लिए बीसीसीआई ने खुद ट्रीटमेंट उसको करवा रही है और बीसीसीआई ने सारा मैटर अपने हाथ में लेके बेस्ट से बेस्ट ट्रीटमेंट ऋषभ पंत को दिया जा रहा है। और मैं पूरी कंट्री से प्रे चाहूंगा कि प्रे करें ऋषभ पंत की इंजरी जल्दी से ठीक हो। और रोहन जी ने हमारी एक डेलीगेशन को भेजा दिल्ली से, हमारे डायरेक्टर मिस्टर श्याम शर्मा और डायरेक्टर मिस्टर अशोक शर्मा ये देहरादून के लिए रवाना हो रहे हैं और उनकी फैमिली के टच में रहेंगे। और उसके अलावा दिल्ली की तरफ से कुछ भी चीज़ की उनकी फैमिली को जरूरत होगी वो डीडीसीए उनके साथ खड़ा है।
बताया जा रहा है कि डीडीसीए लेके आएगी ऋषभ पंत को यहाँ के हॉस्पिटल में इलाज कराया गया। ऐसा कुछ
देखिए, मैटर जो है बीसीसीआई लुक आफ्टर कर रही है, तो उनकी ट्रीटमेंट का सबका जिम्मा जो है बीसीसीआई ने खुद अपने हाथ में ले रखा है और बीसीसीआई कैपेबल है कि उसकी ट्रीटमेंट के लिए बेस्ट से बेस्ट ट्रीटमेंट दिए। दिल्ली में कोई ऐसी बात नहीं है, ये दिल्ली उसकी ट्रीटमेंट के लिए कर रही है। मैटर जो है बीसीसीआई खुद हैंडल कर रही है।
अगर कोई सीरियस केस होगा या फिर कुछ ऐसा लगेगा कि दिल्ली लाना जरूरी है तो दिल्ली भी लेके आएंगे।
देखिए अभी तक की जो आपकी रिपोर्ट है कोई सीरियस इंजरी नहीं है और उसके जो स्कैन की रिपोर्ट है वो आज आएगी, उसके हिसाब से अकॉर्डिंगली बीसीसीआई इस मैटर में डिसीजन लेगा और दिल्ली ट्रीटमेंट के लिए होगा वो बीसीसीआई हैंडल करेगी और दिल्ली बीसीसीआई की तरफ से कोई भी हेल्प की जरूरत होगी वो दिल्ली के लोग बीसीसीआई के साथ खड़े हैं और दिल्ली के लोग चाहते हैं कि मैं भी सब चाहते हैं कि हमारा शेर जो है इंडिया से लेकर हमारी दिल्ली में खेले और आप सबकी ब्लेसिंग से शायद ये पॉसिबल हो।
आप लोगों ने फैमिली से बात की, क्या फैमिली वाले कह रहे हैं, क्या माता जी उनकी कह रही है?
देखिए रोहन जी की बात उनकी फैमिली से चल रही है और अभी तक जो रिपोर्ट है कि ज्यादा उनको डिस्टर्ब नहीं किया जा रहा। जो अभी तक की रिपोर्ट हमारे पास आई है उसमें ऋषभ पंत की इंजरी जो है इतनी सीरियस नहीं है जितना समय लग रहा था पहले,
क्योंकि हम लोगों ने एक्सीडेंट का वो सीसीटीवी फुटेज देखा तो काफी गंभीर वो एक्सीडेंट है और साथ ही उसमें बताया जा रहा है कि जब ऋषभ पंत उस एक्सीडेंट में थे और जब उनको निकाला गया तो उनकी हालत काफी इस तरीके से थी कि वो बोल नहीं पा रहे थे।
देखिए मैं सबसे पहले हरियाणा रोड से ड्राइवर सुशील कुमार जी का धन्यवाद करूंगा जिन्होंने वहां मौके पहुंच ऋषभ पंत को जरूरत की टाइम पे मदद की, एम्बुलेंस का अरेंजमेंट किया और ऋषभ जवान लड़का है, बिल्कुल शेर है, बिल्कुल वो रिकवर करेगा और ये है कि इंजरी थी सबकी ब्लेसिंग से इतना सीरियस नहीं हुआ जितना शुरू में लग रहा था।
And there you have it, viewers, an exclusive conversation with the DDCA spokesperson who says that Rishabh Pant will be making a full recovery, and that's exactly what we see, the prayers pouring in from across the globe, in fact, for Rishabh Pant's speedy recovery as well. We will be keeping a close track on Rishabh Pant's medical updates, and we will be bringing you all the updates. But for the moment, moving on to some more breaking updates that we are picking up. Now, this time around, this is about the opposition. This is about the Congress party, specifically now Kamal Nath, who has made yet another statement about Rahul Gandhi and has said that Rahul Gandhi, in fact, is going to be the face, the prime ministerial face for the opposition in 2024. Now, in fact, the BJP, we were learning, has now also come down heavily on Kamal Nath after the senior Congress leader and the former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Kamal Nath had stated Rahul Gandhi will be the opposition's prime ministerial face in 2024. We had been seeing the kind of hero worshipping, the kind of sycophancy that we had seen from the time of Salman Khurshid. But once again, we see Kamal Nath repeating that and stating that Rahul Gandhi, in fact, is going to be the opposition's prime ministerial face in 2024 as well. Let's listen in, viewers, to what the BJP has to say in a reaction to that.
नरेंद्र मोदी ने जिस कार्यक्रम में वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग में हिस्सा लिया उसमें ममता बनर्जी जय श्री राम के नारों से चिढ़ गई और वो मंच पर नहीं बैठी।
इन लोगों का स्तर इतना गिर चुका है कि राजनीति के तौर पर अपने धर्म, अपनी आस्था को छोड़ने को तैयार हैं। बाकी मुझे लगता है कभी कभी इनका डीएनए टेस्ट भी हो तो बहुत कुछ सामने आएगा। शुक्रिया।
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने जिस कार्यक्रम में वीडियो
All right, once again, viewers, we see that the opposition ahead of the general elections are now trying to once again posture when it comes to the opposition in the 2024 elections as well. And once again, Kamal Nath, a senior Congress leader, in fact, has also stated that the face for the opposition for the prime ministerial candidate, in fact, is going to be Rahul Gandhi, is something that has been stated by Kamal Nath. Of course, we will have to wait as to the other opposition leaders' reaction, because as far as the opposition is concerned, we have seen, viewers, since 2019 the attempts that were made at the Mahagathbandhan, but even then the scattered opposition, the ununited opposition, in fact, also making claims that Rahul Gandhi is their leader. Viewers, we're getting various voices on this big story. Let's listen in and then we'll get you all the breaking updates.
ये मुंगेरी लाल के हसीन सपने हैं। कांग्रेस पार्टी जो लगातार कई चुनाव हार रही है वो ये ख्वाब देखने लगी है कि वो विपक्ष के प्रधानमंत्री के उम्मीदवार होंगे। यहाँ तो हर राज्य में उम्मीदवार बैठे हैं, फिर केंद्र के उम्मीदवार का क्या होगा? बंगाल में ममता जी बैठी, बिहार में नीतीश कुमार जी की पार्टी जेडीयू और राष्ट्रीय जनता दल उनको प्रधानमंत्री का उम्मीदवार बता रहे हैं और ये भी कह रहे हैं वहाँ पे तो पोस्टर भी लगा है, बिहार ने देखा है और देश देखेगा, बिहार में किया है और देश में करेंगे। तो इस तरह के नारे भी वहाँ पे लिखे हुए हैं। उधर केसीआर अलग तैयारी करके बैठे हुए हैं। एक अनार है 100 बीमार है। 2024 में देश की जनता फिर से नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में सरकार बनाएगी और हम पहले से ज्यादा ताकत से सरकार बनाएंगे, इसमें कोई शक की गुंजाइश नहीं है।
And there you have it, viewers. Various voices pouring in when it comes to the kind of statement that was made by Kamal Nath, calling Rahul Gandhi as the prime ministerial face for the opposition in 2024. And let me also bring in my colleague Piyush Ori, who joins me on the broadcast on this story. Piyush, we would remember how in 2019 elections as well, the Mahagathbandhan attempts had been made in West Bengal. We remember those images where we had seen all of the opposition leaders together holding hands with Mamata Banerjee. But of course, we had also seen how Rahul Gandhi had missed that Mahagathbandhan rally. And now we see that the Congress party now once again in the next term of elections in 2024 is claiming that Rahul Gandhi once again is going to be the leader of the opposition. How are the other opposition leaders really taking this statement, Piyush?
So you rightly mentioned that yes, in 2019 there were a score of leaders who had attended the 2019 rally that was presided by Mamata Banerjee, and from there we realized that how scattered the opposition unity actually was when Rahul Gandhi did not attend that event. Now, after the Bharat Jodo Yatra, several Congress leaders have again tried to project Rahul Gandhi as the competitor to Narendra Modi and as the one person who can give a tough competition to Narendra Modi as far as the Prime Ministership of India is concerned. From here on, it is going to be interesting to see that how actually the leaders of opposition parties are going to react. In fact, for a very sad news which has come from the Congress is that the Samajwadi Party has already reacted very sharply and they have criticized Congress. And they have lashed out at Congress over the ideology. So yes, even as the Congress is trying to project Rahul Gandhi as the Prime Minister to compete with Narendra Modi, several opposition leaders have not reacted very kindly to it, and it is now going to be interesting to see from here on that will the opposition unity from here on going to only strengthen or will it weaken? Back to you in the studio.
All right, Piyush, stay on with us as we also get various voices on this big political development that we are tracking for our viewers. Shehzad Poonawala of the BJP also joins me on the broadcast right now. Shehzad, let's take a step back and I would like for you to break it down for our viewers, because as we were just speaking about the 2019 Mahagathbandhan attempts and how Rahul Gandhi had missed that rally, and once again we see these failed attempts by the opposition to unite them, but it seems as though they are scattered because we do see Kamal Nath making that statement completely detached from the reality that other opposition leaders might not really accept him as their leader.
Very significant. Kamal Nath is saying that he's not just the prime ministerial face of Congress, but of the entire opposition. Now, how much opposition unity is there, we have seen. But one thing is clear, that this was not a Bharat Jodo Yatra. This was Rahul ko Satta Jodo Yatra. This was Padon ke liye Yatra. Now, the interesting thing would be to ask Mamata Banerjee, Akhilesh Yadav ji, Mayawati ji, Arvind Kejriwal ji, Nitish Kumar ji, KCR ji, do they accept Rahul Gandhi as the face of the opposition prime ministerial candidate? And see, one more admission has been made by Kamal Nath ji that in 2024, at best, Rahul Gandhi can be a face of the opposition or the opposition candidate. That means that they are not coming to power in 2024. That also they have acknowledged. But more importantly, one thing is also very clear from this statement is that Rahul Gandhi was saying that this is not about power politics, this is not about power, this is not about electoral politics, but in reality, this was a relaunch, repackaging of Rahul Gandhi, and Rahul Gandhi ko satta se jodo, and that's what Kamal Nath ji has also acknowledged.
But is that what it really is, Shehzad? Because we also see that Bharat Jodo Yatra, as you pointed out, none of the opposition leaders really came out and supported that yatra, isn't it?
Because nobody is going to be part of a expensive image branding, image repackaging exercise of Rahul Gandhi, the entitled diners, at their own particular cost. Why would the Samajwadi Party be led by Rahul Gandhi, who has 2% vote in Uttar Pradesh? Why would Mamta Banerjee be led by Rahul Gandhi, who has 0 seats in West Bengal? Why would Arvind Kejriwal be led by Congress Party, which has 0 seats in Delhi? Why would all these leaders want to go under the leadership of Rahul Gandhi? And therefore, today, the question after Kamal Nath's statement should not be posed to BJP. In fact, the next phone should be of Mamta Banerjee's party. That does she accept Rahul Gandhi as opposition PM candidate? Does KCR accept opposition candidate of PM as Rahul Gandhi? Does Nitish Kumar ji accept him? Does Arvind Kejriwal accept him? And this opposition unity is as much as a reality as Rahul Gandhi's prospects of becoming Prime Minister.
All right, we are definitely trying to get those voices across, Shehzad, but of course, very interestingly, where we see that even the Samajwadi Party hitting out against the Congress Party for making this statement. I want to thank you for joining us here on the broadcast. As we move on to get some more voices from the BJP as well, viewers, we also have Majinder Singh Sirsa as well joining us here on the broadcast. So thank you for speaking to Republic here. And if I could get your first thoughts on what really Kamal Nath has said and the kind of ripples it will also have in the Congress party and also in the opposition when it comes to Kamal Nath making the statement that Rahul Gandhi in fact is going to be the prime ministerial face for the opposition in 2024.
देखिए, पहले तो आप ये समझें कि ये जो स्टेटमेंट दी है कमलनाथ जी ने, ये कहना कि वो ऑपोजिशन के प्राइम मिनिस्टर फेस होंगे, ये मुझे लगता है कि सबसे पहले आउटराइटली एक रिजेक्टेड स्टेटमेंट है। रीजन बेइंग कि ऑपोजिशन के अंदर बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो खुद इच्छा रखते हैं, नीतीश कुमार जी से लेके अरविंद केजरीवाल जी से लेके ममता बनर्जी जी से लेके केसीआर राव ने अपनी पार्टी बनाई कि मैं प्रधान। तो इसलिए पहले तो ये एक आउटराइटली रिजेक्टेड स्टेटमेंट है। हाँ, ये सोनिया गांधी जी के जरूर प्राइम मिनिस्टर कैंडिडेट हो सकते हैं, क्योंकि अपने बेटे को बार बार लॉन्च, रीलॉन्च, देन अगेन लॉन्च, देन डबल रीलॉन्च, तो वो पैकेज बना के पैकेजिंग कोशिश करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। जब उन्होंने कहा ये भारत जोड़ो यात्रा है, ये सत्ता हासिल करने की कोशिश में एक यात्रा है जो कि एक विफल यात्रा है। अब आ जाइए स्टेटमेंट आना, एक बात तो दो बातें बड़ी स्पष्ट करता है। एक, राहुल गांधी की कोई यात्रा का कारण कोई भारत जोड़ो या नहीं था, भारत तो पहले से ही जुड़ा हुआ था। वो सत्ता आने के लिए कल्पना करके कि मैं शायद सत्ता में आ सकता हूँ, उन्होंने ये कोशिश की। दूसरा, सोनिया गांधी जी की तरफ से ये स्टेटमेंट जरूर दिलवाई गई होगी कि राहुल गांधी को प्राइम मिनिस्टर के रूप में फेस प्रोजेक्ट करो। बताइए देश का कितनी बदकिस्मती होगी कि ऐसे लोगों को प्राइम मिनिस्टर कैंडिडेट किया जा रहा है जिनको भ्रष्टाचार और बलात्कार में अंतर नहीं पता, जो रोज देश के अंदर मजाक का पात्र बनते हैं। वो सोचते हैं कि पूरी दुनिया में बात को मजाक का पात्र बनाएंगे। तो ये एक रिजेक्टेड माल है जिसको रीपैकेजिंग करके रीलॉन्च किया जा रहा है। इससे ज्यादा कुछ नहीं है, ना इसकी स्टेटमेंट की वैल्यू है और ना जिसके संदर्भ में स्टेटमेंट दी गई है उनकी ही कोई वैल्यू।
All right, Majinder Singh Sirsa, I want to thank you for joining us here on the broadcast. As we track for you viewers the big update that is coming in from the Congress party, where the Kamal Nath in fact has made this statement of calling Rahul Gandhi as the next prime ministerial face for 2024, and not just for the Congress party, in fact for the entire opposition. We will have to wait as to how the opposition leaders really react to this statement and whether or not they really accept Rahul Gandhi as their prime ministerial candidate or not. We will be keeping a close track on this story for the moment. Moving on to some more updates that we are picking up from Jammu and Kashmir this time. In fact, where my colleague Zeenat had filed an exclusive report from the CRPF camp there, where we have seen the unique display of weaponry that is used by our forces to fight the terrorist activities and the insurgencies there in the area. Let's take a look at this exclusive report filed by my colleague Zeenat.
Forces in the Kashmir Valley use variety of weapons to deal with or to counter terrorism or insurgency activities. Different weapons are used for different needs and for different requirements, and the weapons that have been displayed here is with the elite team of CRPF while dealing in the operational challenges. My VJ Firdaus is showing you the exclusive visuals of the weapons that are lying with the elite team of CRPF. They use this weapon during anti-terror operations in the congested localities, particularly because this is the weapon that helps in solving operational challenges. This helps them when you have to fire accurately, you have to come in contact with the terrorists, and at times the members of the anti-terror operations, these weapons helps them when they are coming in direct contact with the terrorist. When the terrorist is firing, definitely this weapons helps them in saving their lives. All these things are lying with the Srinagar sector of CRPF because they deal particularly in the downtown area of Srinagar where the operations take place.
Raid which has taken place in a place called Thonekil, which is about 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president of PFI. His home was raided, Nawaz. Now this is the very home where the raid had just been concluded. About 56 locations in Kerala like these, the two-tier PFI workers, their homes are being raided.
Yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling. This grass they were carrying in, and this is the kathua made. So it possibly suggests that they loaded this truck from the kathua area, and somewhat there only the terrorists transferred or shifted to this consignment. But they gathered and they entered this truck only somewhere near Kathua.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि काम इंसान की जाती, क्या ये उस तरीके से नहीं की गई? वही मेरे को दुख है। मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ, 101 तक का वो मर्डर है। सच्चाई बताता तो मेरे को भी दबा के छोड़ देती थी।
Raid which has taken place in a place called Thonekil, which is about 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president of PFI. His home was raided, Nawaz. Now this is the very home where the raid had just been concluded. About 56 locations in Kerala like these, the two-tier PFI workers, their homes are being raided.
Yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling. This grass they were carrying in, and this is the kathua made.
Welcome back, viewers. Now, when talks about the huge tragedy in Bihar, one remembers Nitish Kumar saying that there will be no leeway given to the people who are consuming this spurious liquor. But as far as the huge tragedy now continues to hit Bihar, we are getting the updates as far as the Chief Minister is concerned, who Nitish Kumar has stated that strict instructions have been given to the police to trace the real culprit of the spurious liquor making. Remember, we had in fact been getting you all the updates as far as the huge tragedy that had struck Bihar, and we had seen how the number of casualties had been rising. They had been crossing 60 to 70, and even then we had seen Nitish Kumar, unapologetic Nitish Kumar, stating that there will be no leeway given to the people who have consumed this liquor, and that there is no sympathy for the people who consume this liquor. But now in an update of that huge tragedy, we see that Nitish Kumar in fact had stated that strict instructions have been given to the police to trace the real culprit of the spurious liquor. Let's listen in, viewers.
जो कुछ भी हुआ है उस पर बहुत ही गंभीरता से एकदम सरकार की तरफ से सब लोग, दोनों डिपार्टमेंट के लोग पूरी तरह इस पर देख रहे हैं कहाँ क्या है, और एक एक चीज की जांच कर रहे हैं। ये कहाँ कैसे हुआ, कौन किया, कौन लाया, एक एक चीज को देख रहे हैं। और जैसे ही घटना घटी तो उस बात ये सब तरह तरह की बात आई, वो तो छोड़ दीजिए, उस पर हमको कुछ नहीं कहना है। लेकिन जैसे ही घटना घटी थी उसी समय हमने अधिकारियों से कहा कि भाई क्या हुआ है, कैसे हुआ, इसको तत्काल देखिए। और सबको कहा गया है कि एक एक चीज पर नजर रखिए। तो कोई गड़बड़ काम कर रहा है तो उस पर नजर कैसे नहीं। ये सब हम लोग पहले ही कह दिए थे, और उसके बाद तरह तरह की बात आने लगी तो हम लोग क्या करते हो ही रहा।
And there you have it, viewers. The Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, in fact, stating that there will be a strict investigation that will be done to find out the real culprit of the spurious liquor that had been caught. And of course, we have also seen the developments when it comes to the Delhi authorities as well, who have also apprehended another mastermind of this huge tragedy, the spurious liquor that was being distributed there in Bihar, because of which several people that have lost their lives. And of course, we also have Prakash Singh tracking this story very, very closely for us. Prakash, tell us more about the updates as far as the investigation is concerned, but also speak to us about the statement that Nitish Kumar has just now given out and has stated that the real culprit of the huge tragedy there in Bihar will be caught and brought to book as well. Prakash.
Well, Nitish Kumar, the Bihar Chief Minister, has been under attack by the BJP for quite some time as far as the spurious liquor as well as the huge tragedy in Bihar is concerned. Time and again, there's been incidences of huge and spurious liquor in Bihar ever since the prohibition bill was introduced in Bihar. And this is the sixth or the seventh incident in the recent past that has taken place and claimed many lives. But this incident took as many as 70 odd lives as far as unclaimed reports are concerned, whereas government figures are concerned, it is 42 dead consuming spurious liquor. Nitish Kumar making a strong statement today that action will be taken against those who provided and distributed the spurious liquor. But it has been seen that no efforts are being made to curb the prohibition, because it is the police and the liquor mafia that are who are hand in glove in selling and purchase of spurious liquor, or be it country-made liquor, because we have been seeing and we have been reporting about the country-made liquor that is being made in the riverine areas of Bihar or in different parts of Patna as well, from where we reported about the country-made liquor being recovered by the police. In fact, in one of our reports, we asked the police to come and raid a particular place from where we reported. So Nitish Kumar has been under attack from the BJP, but it seems like the prohibition has failed, and it's a very difficult proposition to control prohibition when in the neighboring states like UP and Jharkhand, Bengal and other states, there is no prohibition. So liquor is and will be phased out from different parts of other states like Bengal, Jharkhand and UP to Bihar. Time and again, it will be difficult for the police machinery to check. Back to you.
All right. Of course, Prakash, we also remember how you were the one as well on the ground who blew the lid off when it comes to the kind of spurious liquor that was being distributed. And of course, we trust you to keep us ahead on this big story coming in from Bihar, where Nitish Kumar has made those statements to bring justice for the people that have lost their lives, and of course, bring the people who are responsible to book as well. Thank you, Prakash, for joining us on the broadcast and getting us those details. Time now here for a short break. Viewers, coming up on the other side, sensational details emerge in Tunisha death case. Mother says murder angle not ruled out. And she's on to be produced in the court today. Cops likely to push for extended remand. Getting you all the updates on the other side.
Yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling, this grass they were carrying in, and this is the Kathua made. So it possibly suggests that they loaded this truck from the Kathua area, and somewhat there only the terrorists transferred or shifted to this consignment. But they gathered and they entered this truck only somewhere near Kathua.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि एक आम इंसान की जाती क्या ये उस तरीके से नहीं की गई?
वही मेरे को दुख है। मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ, 101 तक का वो मर्डर है। सच्चाई बताता तो मेरे को भी दबा के छोड़ देती थी।
raid which has taken place in a place called Thonekil, which is about 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president of PFI. His home was raided, Nawaz. Now this is the very home where the raid had just been concluded. About 56 locations in Kerala like these, the two-tier PFI workers, their homes are being raided.
Yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling, this grass they were carrying in, and this is the kathua made. So it possibly suggests that they...
Welcome back, viewers. Here's some news in brief from the world of sports. Braga and Benfica paid tribute to the footballing legend Pelé as they kickstart Portuguese Primeira Liga, and Braga and Benfica players, staff and spectators observed minutes applause in memory of footballing legend Pelé. Primeira Liga leaders Benfica suffered their league defeat of the season in a 3-0 loss. Braga came out of the blocks fast and took the lead over a minute in when Abel Ruiz gave the home side the lead. Cristiano Ronaldo is set to receive the biggest football salary in history after joining Saudi Arabia outfit Al Nassr on a 3-year deal. Al Nassr described the signing as history in the making. Olympiacos cruised to 95-71 victory over in their Euro League clash in Athens, and the Olympiacos with 19 points while Isaiah shot 17. Virtus Bologna prevailed in a thrilling 92-88 victory over in their Euro League match. The squads were neck and neck throughout the match until Morocco dropped a pair of threes late in the final turn. Time now here for a short break, viewers. Coming up on the other side, BJP kickstarts Mission Karnataka. Shah sets on a visit to Bengaluru. And big development in the stolen idol row. Tamil Nadu police begins process for repatriation, and getting you all the updates after a very short break.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि काम इंसान की जाती क्या ये उस तरीके से नहीं की गई?
वही मेरे को दुख है। मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ, 101 तक का वो मर्डर है। सच्चाई बताता तो मेरे को भी दबा के छोड़ देती थी।
Raid which has taken place in a place called Thonekil, which is about 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Thiruvananthapuram. This particular home of the former zonal president of PFI. His home was raided, Nawaz. Now this is the very home where the raid had just been concluded. About 56 locations in Kerala like these, the two-tier PFI workers, their homes are being raided.
Yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling, this grass they were carrying in, and this is the kathua made. So it possibly suggests that they loaded this truck from the kathua area, and somewhat there only the terrorists transferred or shifted to this consignment. But they gathered and they entered this truck only somewhere near Kathua.
क्या वो पोस्टमार्टम जो कि काम इंसान की जाती क्या ये उस तरीके से नहीं की गई?
वही मेरे को दुख है। मैं इतना ही बोल सकता हूँ, 101 तक का वो मर्डर है। सच्चाई बताता तो मेरे को भी दबा के छोड़ देती थी।
The new thing that the Chinese have done is that now they are buying Indian COVID vaccines on the black market. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll have you know that buying Indian COVID vaccines in China is illegal. But the problem is that the Chinese don't trust their own drugs. So there is an illegal trading of Indian vaccines which is happening on Chinese social media. Common Chinese don't have access to global social media. They're not there on Twitter or Facebook because all these are banned and blocked inside China. But on local Chinese social media platforms, they are trading Indian drugs.
कि वो थोड़ा सा इस्लामिक रीति रिवाजों को
फॉलो करने लगी थी, उसमें चेंजेस आनी शुरू हो गई थी। वो सुसाइड करने वाली भी नहीं थी, मे बी उसका मर्डर भी हुआ हो।
Sensational details emerge in Tunisha death case. Mother says murder angle not ruled out yet. She's on to be produced in the court today. Cops likely to push for extended remand. BCCI says Rishabh Pant's condition is stable. Wishes pour in for Pant's speedy recovery. BJP kickstarts Mission Karnataka as Shah sets on a visit to Bengaluru. Big development in the stolen idol row. Tamil Nadu police begins the process for the repatriation. Horrific shootout reported in the national capital. Gym owner shot dead. Police says the probe is on. Hello and welcome viewers. Thank you for tuning into Republic TV. I am Priyanka Sharma. We are live and breaking and straight away getting you some very important updates that are coming to light, in fact, from Karnataka as far as that horrific ragging incident is concerned. In fact, just a day after Republic reported on the ragging horror in the dental college in Karnataka, the KVG Dental College issues a press release on the ragging horror in the college. And the KVG Dental College, in fact, refutes the allegations and says that they are baseless. The KVG Dental College says that they have not received any complaint about ragging in the past 6 months, is something that is being said by the college authorities now. But of course, remember, Republic was the one to get you and report on the ragging horror that had been going on in the dental college there in Karnataka. And let me also bring in my colleague Prajwal, who's breaking these important details for us. Prajwal, tell us more about the kind of statement that has now been issued by this dental college, who's now stated that there was no ragging activities that have gone on in the college over the last 6 months, no complaint that has come to light. But speak to us about the report that you have also filed, which refutes this kind of a statement made by the dental college, Prajwal.
Now, looking at this entire incident, Priyanka, there are basically 3 narratives to this entire story. One that of the victim, one that of the accused, and the other of the KVG Dental College. The KVG Dental College issued a presser after they got to know that they were under severe pressure from the government as well as the law authorities, stating that they should be taking action against the accused. But now they have gone on to refute all the allegations of the victim and stated that they have received a complaint only on the night of 21st December at around 10, where the victim herself called the principal and stated that she was assaulted by a group of people who were headed by Dr. Vishak Panikar. But now Republic has also accessed another letter over here. It is an apology letter written by accused number 3 in this particular case, Dr. Rishikesh, on the 11th of August. He's written an apology letter on the 11th of August at the behest of the management as well as the principal and HOD of the KVG Dental College, apologizing to the victim, stating that he is sorry for the sort of inconvenience that has been caused to the victim. So if the college is going on and refuting these allegations, why did the accused even write an apology letter is one of the major questions. Secondly, now the college also states that they had not received any sort of complaint letter whatsoever from the victim. But now Republic has also gone on to access this particular complaint copy which the victim has written to the administrative officer of the KVG Dental College in 2020 itself, where she has named some of the accused in the case, and she's also stated that she is undergoing harassment and physical abuse on a day-to-day basis now. So why is the college lying? Are they trying to go on and shield the accused? who is behind these accused, all of this will have to be questioned, because now it is clearly out there in the open that the accused wanted to kill her because they have issued open threats to her, and they have also stated that they have used unparliamentary language. They have also taken a dig on her caste and creed as well, and there has been some unparliamentary language and vulgar words which has been used. She has been physically hit on her private parts, and she was seen bleeding from her private parts as well, which has been mentioned in the medical report too. So what more does the college need to take action on them is also something which has to be seen here, Priyanka.
And it also arises the question then, Prajwal, as to why the college authorities have been stating that there was no complaint whatsoever over the last 6 months, and also that you are telling us that the victim in fact had also taken a note of this and had spoken to the college authorities as well. What has she got to say now that the college is in fact stating that there are no complaints and that everything is well and good?
Now, the victim still clearly maintains her stand, saying that she wants to complete her education because it is only 6 months, after which she will be a dental surgeon as well. But she's also requested that she has to be transferred elsewhere from this college because she will not be able to undergo the torture over here, because even the staff are also biased against her, along with the students too, and both of them are responsible for the mental torture and the harassment that she is undergoing. Now, the victim's brother has been called by the Sulya police to conduct a spot marcher today. So that is something which is very important now. So the victim's brother has been called now, where he will also record his statement again in front of the police. A spot inquest will be conducted where they will go on and recreate the crime scene so that the cops can go on and take some sort of action. Because ultimately now what the victim is stating is that even if the college does not take action against the accused, we believe in our law enforcement authorities. We believe in the law that they will go on and take action against all the accused, and whatever atrocities she has faced, she will go on to get justice. She remains positive now, but she has also undergone a lot of mental trauma at this stage, Priyanka.
Prajwal, if you could also clarify for us, because what you are also telling us as to what the victim had gone through is a horrific incident that she had to endure, and to that where the college authorities are not really taking the responsibility, that really goes to show the kind of demeanor of the college authorities towards ragging as well. Stay on with us, Prajwal, as we get in various voices on our broadcast as well. We have Brinda Adige, who is joining me on the broadcast right now. Brinda Adige, if you could speak to us about the plight of this student in dental college there in Bengaluru. She's claiming that she in fact had been assaulted, that she had been dragged, and that the kind of mental and physical torture that she was also made to go through. And to that, now the college authorities completely not taking any responsibility and claiming that there are no complaints whatsoever, Brinda Adige.
Almost all colleges, for namesake, will have a board saying ragging is a punishable offense. But I know for sure, and I'm sure many of the students will also share, that the college management and the college authorities do not take complaints of ragging and bullying, especially from female students, seriously. They will rather torture and traumatize the complainant, the woman, but not take action against the person or persons who are ragging and bullying. And it is very, very clear that even the teachers do not support the students. The management, of course, wants to keep a good name, so they will not take up the complaint. And the education department, the higher education department, doesn't pull up a single college. There is no monitoring, of course, by the education department whether such committees are there that can look into these kind of complaints or prevent such happenings inside the colleges. There are no such committees in the colleges. If they do have a committee, they have people who they have co-opted. So they are not on the side of the students. Imagine the plight of this student, because the people who are bullying have political connections. Almost always it is like that. And if they have the political connections, the woman has to suffer. The female student has to suffer. And that is why we see so many of them committing suicide, so many of them not completing their college and moving out from there. Shame on the management. Case has to be registered on the management and the college authorities.
Brinda Adige, you know, the accused in fact have also been suspended for just 1 week by the college authorities is the update that we get. The question then arises, is that enough? Because the woman, the student, the female student in fact has gone through a lot of issues. She has also sustained blood clots in her abdomen. Is that merely enough to suspend the accused for 1 week? So that they can get back to their lives after a week as though nothing has changed. But this woman's life has been altered and there is no justice for her. And also, if you could touch upon the fact that you have mentioned the political connections of these accused, if you could expand on that as well, Brinda Adige.
Yes, you are absolutely right. 1 week suspension is not only a shame to the college, but also shows that the college is not interested in taking the course of law. By right, they should have made a complaint. They should have supported the woman to make a complaint at the police station. They should have constituted a IC, that is the internal committee under POSH, and investigated the complaint and then registered the case in the police station. But if there are political connections, it is the complainant, it is the woman who will have to suffer. 1 week suspension is nothing. These people will anyway be enjoying themselves. And if they are in the hostel, then they are still in the premises over there. So the perpetrators and the sexual predators have a jolly time. 1 week of suspension, again they will get their attendance after a while. We have to book the college authorities and the education department must pull them up, irrespective of who the powers that be. Invariably, there will be politicians sitting on the board of this college. And so they will pull all the strings to ensure that there is no case registered either on the college or on the perpetrators. And that is where we would like the chief minister to step in, the college minister to step in and say that the lives of the students, especially the girl students, is important.
True. Brinda Adige, thank you for raising those concerns here on the broadcast with us at Republic TV. I want to thank you for joining us. I also want to bring in Advaita Kala as well because we have been getting viewers a lot of reactions as far as this horrific incident of ragging is concerned that is coming to light from Karnataka, where your channel in fact has carried out this investigation. Let's also get in Advaita Kala on this. If you could speak to us, ma'am, about the kind of suspension that these accused have been given for 1 week and that the college authorities are completely not taking any responsibility when it comes to this female student who had been tortured. That's the word really that can be used because she has sustained abdominal clots and it seems as though the accused have just been given a 1 week vacation.
Absolutely. I read the statement from the college and I found it so unilateral and dismissive. It was like they have a judge, jury, executioner. They just decided everything and went ahead with what they had to do and to hell with everybody else. While the young girl has actually left the college now and is no longer there. So her future has been impacted. No matter one doesn't know what her psychological well-being is like to having gone through this kind of extreme ragging for a sustained period of time. I think the college is liable and is basically answerable, and they've tried to dismiss it completely. So it's very important, and I'm very happy that Republic is keeping the pressure up to ensure that they are held accountable. And you're right, 1 week is nothing. 6 months versus 1 week. And on what basis? I think it's unforgivable what has happened in that college.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Republic, in fact, is on the ground. Our colleague Prajwal has been investigating into this entire matter. And we have, in fact, blown the lid off when it comes to the kind of horrific incident that has come to light of this ragging there in the dental college in Bengaluru as well. And of course, Advaita Kala, I want to thank you for joining us on the broadcast and sharing your perspective when it comes to the kind of injustice that has been doled out to this female student who has sustained physical injuries, and the accused, what have they been given? Just 1 week's suspension, and the college stating that there is absolutely nothing wrong that is going on in the college. Of course, this is one of our biggest stories that we will be tracking for you viewers when it comes to Karnataka and the horrific ragging incident that is really coming to light from Bengaluru as well. In fact, we are putting out more and more updates when it comes to the ragging incident. In fact, as of now, we're putting out on your screens an apology letter that has been sent across by the accused. And we are going to be getting Prajwal with us as well so that he can take us through the updates as far as this letter is also concerned. And of course, we are tracking for you viewers when it comes to the kind of horrific incident that has come to light when it comes to the ragging incident of Bengaluru of this dental college, where the female student in fact has sustained several injuries and the accused have been given a 1-week suspension period, and that's about it. And even then, we see a political color that has also been taken when it comes to this ragging incident. And of course, the allegations that are also being made of the accused's political connections, because of which there is no justice to the female student who came out and spoke about her story as to how these accused in fact had harassed her, had also assaulted her, and because of this, the kind of issues that she has also faced. And we have now seen that the accused in fact being given just 1 week's suspension, and as of now we do see that the female student in fact trying to get justice for the kind of torture that she was met with, and the accused that had really done this to her as well. And we will be keeping a very close track on this story. For the moment, we also bring you some more updates. And up next, viewers, we are also getting you the updates as far as Rishabh Pant is concerned, and how Republic in fact has been able to get you that exclusive conversation with the DDCA spokesperson on Rishabh Pant's medical condition. And the DDCA medical team in fact was to reach Dehradun Max Hospital at about 12:30 p.m. And Republic in fact has also accessed the X-ray report of Rishabh Pant, which was done in the Saksham Hospital. Getting you all the updates, let's first listen in to that exclusive conversation that Republic has been able to have with the DDCA spokesperson.
डीडीसीए के जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी राजन जी हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं बात करने के लिए। आज डीडीसीए की एक टीम ऋषभ पंत को लेने के लिए देहरादून जाएगी और हम राजन जी से बात करते हैं। सर, बताया जा रहा है कि एक आपकी टीम देहरादून जाने वाली है।
देखिए, हमारे प्रेसिडेंट मिस्टर रोहन जेटली जी ने वो ऋषभ पंत की फैमिली के टच में है और उसकी ट्रीटमेंट के लिए बीसीसीआई ने खुद ट्रीटमेंट उसको करवा रही है, और बीसीसीआई ने सारा मैटर अपने हाथ में लेके बेस्ट से बेस्ट ट्रीटमेंट ऋषभ पंत को दिया जा रहा है। और मैं पूरी कंट्री से प्रे चाहूँगा कि प्रे करें ऋषभ पंत की इंजरी जल्दी से ठीक हो। और रोहन जी ने हमारी एक डेलीगेशन को भेजा दिल्ली से, हमारे डायरेक्टर मिस्टर श्याम शर्मा और डायरेक्टर मिस्टर अशोक शर्मा ये देहरादून के लिए रवाना हो रहे हैं और उनकी फैमिली के टच में रहेंगे। और उसके अलावा दिल्ली की तरफ से कुछ भी चीज़ की उनकी फैमिली को जरूरत होगी वो डीडीसीए उनके साथ खड़ा है।
बताया जा रहा है कि डीडीसीए लेके आएगी ऋषभ पंत को यहाँ के हॉस्पिटल में इलाज करवाएगी, ऐसा?
देखिए, मैटर जो है बीसीसीआई लुक आफ्टर कर रही है, तो उनकी ट्रीटमेंट का सबका जिम्मा जो है बीसीसीआई ने खुद अपने हाथ में ले रखा है और बीसीसीआई कैपेबल है कि उसकी ट्रीटमेंट के लिए बेस्ट से बेस्ट ट्रीटमेंट दिए। दिल्ली में कोई ऐसी बात नहीं है कि दिल्ली उसकी ट्रीटमेंट के लिए कर रही है, मैटर जो है बीसीसीआई खुद हैंडल कर रही है।
अगर कोई सीरियस केस होगा या फिर कुछ ऐसा लगेगा कि दिल्ली लाना जरूरी है तो दिल्ली में लेके आएंगे।
देखिए, अभी तक की जो आपकी रिपोर्ट है कोई सीरियस इंजरी नहीं है, और उसकी जो स्कैन की रिपोर्ट है वो आज आएगी, उसके हिसाब से अकॉर्डिंगली बीसीसीआई इस मैटर में डिसीजन लेगा और दिल्ली ट्रीटमेंट के लिए होगा वो बीसीसीआई हैंडल करेगी। और दिल्ली डीडीसीए की तरफ से कोई भी हेल्प की जरूरत होगी वो दिल्ली के लोग बीसीसीआई के साथ खड़े हैं। और दिल्ली के लोग चाहते हैं कि मैं भी सब चाहते हैं कि हमारा शेर जो है इंडिया से लेकर हमारे दिल्ली में खेले, और आप सबकी ब्लेसिंग से शायद पॉसिबल हो।
आप लोगों ने फैमिली से बात की, क्या फैमिली बात कह रही है, क्या माता जी कह रही है?
देखिए, रोहन जी की बात उनकी फैमिली से चल रही है और अभी तक जो रिपोर्ट है तो ज़्यादा उनको डिस्टर्ब नहीं किया जा रहा। जो अभी तक की रिपोर्ट हमारे पास आई है उसमें ऋषभ पंत की इंजरी जो है इतनी सीरियस नहीं है जितना समय लग रहा था।
क्योंकि हम लोगों ने एक्सीडेंट का वो सीसीटीवी फुटेज देखा तो काफी गंभीर वो एक्सीडेंट है, और साथ ही उसमें बताया जा रहा है कि जब ऋषभ पंत उस एक्सीडेंट में थे और जब उनको निकाला गया तो उनकी हालत काफी इस तरीके से थी कि वो बोल नहीं पा रहे।
देखिए, मैं सबसे पहले हरियाणा रोडवेज से ड्राइवर सुशील कुमार जी का धन्यवाद करूंगा जिन्होंने वहां मौके पहुंच के ऋषभ पंत को जरूरत की टाइम पे मदद की, एम्बुलेंस का अरेंजमेंट किया। और ऋषभ जवान लड़का है, बिल्कुल शेर है, बिल्कुल वो रिकवर करेगा। और ये है कि इंजरी थी, सबकी ब्लेसिंग से इतना सीरियस नहीं हुआ जितना शुरू में लग रहा।
And there, of course, viewers, is that exclusive conversation that your channel Republic has been able to have with the DDCA over Rishabh Pant's medical updates as well that we are tracking for you. Of course, my colleague Harsha has been on the ground tracking this story for us, and she joins us on the broadcast right now. Harsha, tell us more about this conversation that we were just playing out of the DDCA as well. They had stated that they will be reaching there at 12:30 p.m. at Dehradun as well. What really has been the medical updates for Rishabh Pant? Speak to us about all the updates as far as Rishabh Pant's recovery is also concerned.
Exactly. What we are collecting right now from Max Hospital is that DDCA Chairman Shyam Sharma is expected to come here at Max Super Speciality Hospital anytime right now. As we will show you the visuals from Max Super Speciality Hospital. Lot of movement is here as DDCA Joint Secretary has also spoken to Republic on an exclusive interview. He has told us that the condition of Rishabh Pant is stable. After talking to family members off the camera, we have got to know that mother of Rishabh Pant has requested BCCI that they want the treatment of Rishabh Pant to be done here at Max Hospital only. But there is a very serious ligament injury which Rishabh Pant has on his right knee, for which BCCI wants a better treatment, and for that national capital or any other state, Mumbai or anywhere, BCCI wants to shift Rishabh Pant. The decision will be taken after DDCA medical team will thoroughly analyze the medical report of Rishabh Pant, and after talking to the Max Hospital administration and after discussing with BCCI the step and the decision of what Rishabh Pant has to be treated here, or he has to be taken to some different place, be it national capital or somewhere in abroad. The decision will be taken after analyzing all the report. But right now the visuals from outside Max Super Speciality Hospital, as you can see, lot of movement is expected to be here as the friends and family members of Rishabh Pant are continuously coming here to visit Rishabh Pant and see how he is recovering, and because right now the condition is stable, but everyone is wishing for the speedy recovery of Rishabh Pant. Back to you.
Well, absolutely, Harsha, all of us here as well for Rishabh Pant's speedy recovery, and thoughts of prayer with Rishabh Pant as well. But stay on with us as we play out that statement from the eyewitness as well as far as this accident of Rishabh Pant is concerned that took place in Roorkee. Let's take a look.
ये मैं सुशील कुमार हूँ, हरियाणा रोडवेज पानीपत डिपो में ड्राइवर हूँ। सामने से मेरी ड्यूटी यहाँ पानीपत से हरिद्वार से पानीपत के लगी हुई थी। कल जैसे सुबह मैं हरिद्वार से चला तो मैं नारसन गुरुकुल स्टॉपेज के 500 मीटर पहले की हादसा घटना है। मैंने देखा कि एक रोड साइड से गाड़ी, बस कुछ भी कह सकते कि वो लाइट डगमगाती हुई आ रही थी। मगर भाई ये तो हादसा होगा, कोई बहुत बड़ा हादसा होगा। तो इतनी दौरान में वो गाड़ी डिवाइडर से टकराती हुई, डिवाइडर कूदती हुई हमारे सामने आ गई, बिल्कुल बस के सामने 500 मतलब होगा 50-60 मीटर का फासला। मैंने देखा कि वो गाड़ी थोड़ी कनेक्टर साइड में जा रही है। मेरे पास टाइम था, ड्राइवर साइड में जगह खाली थी, मैंने तुरंत अपनी गाड़ी को ड्राइवर साइड में ले दिया थोड़ा। वो गाड़ी कनेक्टर साइड से निकलती हुई डिवाइडर से टकराती हुई पीछे गाड़ी के जाके घूम गई। जब मैंने उसको तुरंत अपनी गाड़ी का ब्रेक लगाते मैं कूद के गया। मैंने देखा कि भैया वो आधा बाहर पड़ा हुआ था। हमने इतने में गया, मेरा कनेक्टर गया, हमने दोनों ने पकड़ के उसको खींच लिया, खींच के साइड में करा। मैंने जल्दी से जल्दी ये देखा कि गाड़ी के अंदर कोई दूसरा पर्सन तो नहीं है, कोई बच्चा तो नहीं है, कोई लेडीज तो नहीं है, बुजुर्ग तो नहीं है जिसको हम हेल्प दे सका, निकाल सका। तो मैंने कुछ दिखा नहीं, क्योंकि मैंने 2 राउंड लगा लिए थे, उसमें कपड़े वपड़े खिंडे पड़े थे।
And up next, viewers, shifting our focus to how it is a big win for our security forces, as in Kashmir ADGP statement, 42 Pakistani terrorists had been killed in 2022 alone in Kashmir, and meanwhile the lifespan of newly recruited terrorists declined drastically, and out of 65 newly recruited terrorists killed this year, 58 or 89% were neutralized within the first month of their joining. So a huge update and a big win for our forces really that we are putting out on your screens. Now this is a statement that has been accessed by a channel of Kashmir ADGP, who has stated that 42 Pakistani terrorists had been killed in 2022 in Kashmir Valley alone. and the lifespan of the newly recruited terrorists has declined drastically, and out of the total 65 newly recruited terrorists that had been killed this year, 89% of them had been neutralized within the first month of their joining. So these are some very important stats that are being given by the Kashmir ADGP, who has in fact spoken about how it is a big victory for our forces as well. Let me also bring in our colleague Zeenat, our Kashmir Bureau Chief, who's joining me here on the broadcast. Zeenat, speak to us about the kind of statement that has come to light of the Kashmir ADGP, who has spoken about how this is a big victory for our forces and has also spoken about the stats of the terrorists that have been neutralized. Expand upon that for our viewers.
See, Priyanka, this is a very important tweet that had come from ADGP Kashmir Vijay Kumar, where he is giving actually the brief about the 2022 anti-terror operations in the Kashmir Valley. Kashmir is a bigger and the toughest terrain as far as the Kashmir Zone Police is concerned, because majority of the terrorism in Jammu and Kashmir is in Kashmir Valley. He talks about the number of terrorists killed, neutralized in the different operations in the Kashmir Valley, be it from the south, north and the central Kashmir. We have been seeing ADGP Vijay Kumar talking about the Pakistani terrorists neutralized this year. He talks about the blow given to LET and TRF because they are the organization who have been continuously posting threats to the Kashmiri Pandits and have also been involved in the target killings. So ADGP Kashmir talks about how many terrorists were killed in this very outfit, because that causes the frustration among the terror group to issue
All right, cutting across now, viewers, to breaking updates that we are getting from the Tunisha Sharma death probe, where we in fact are getting you updates of how the Shizan Khan's custody